gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. COSTA guy. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang.
We MMA-HOLES, community be so dope. We got the best watch-alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. So holes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm grinning ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode, watch 'em bang.
Welcome to Gummy Gang. How's everyone doing tonight? It is a Tuesday night, the night after Martin Luther King Day, and the night after the 2025 inauguration of Donald J. Trump. Hit the like button. I don't even know why. Just hit it, just for the heck of it, because it just makes me happy, and it makes me horny. Put you guys like that. Never seen that before. Anyway, how's everyone doing? This is our second channel, Gummy Gang, and I'm in tremendous pain. And let me tell you why. And it kind of connects to the topic of tonight's show, because I got hurt today. Today. And healthcare is a topic that we had not heard from the Don. I was actually shocked. I was like, wait, hold up. Hold up a second. What about healthcare? What's going on here? What's going on with that? There were some moments in this inauguration that I genuinely laughed out loud. There were some very, very funny moments. There was some trolling by the Don that was extremely hysterical. Watching how awkward it was for Biden and Harris to be sitting right up front and just completely roasted at 30 minutes, and the roasting that was happening. And then he said he held back and told us why he held back. But it was a day-long thing, and I never really paid much attention to the inaugurations. Like, I've seen presidents sworn in, and I've seen, the ceremony and stuff like that, but I never thought of it being a whole day process. And help me on the chat, those that are very into politics and watch all this stuff. But there was parades and balls, and social media amplified it because everyone from the UFC, celebrities, and everyone was at this thing. There's so many stories to talk about in this stream. So we're gonna go down the rabbit hole and discuss the inauguration. How many people in the chat saw it? And if so, what did you think? And there were some high moments where I was just like, hell yeah. And then there were some moments where I was just like, don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about both of the situations. So let me just say this. I'll say overall, I had a more pleasurable experience, right? But then as the day dragged on, and I started doing other things, and my pop was here. We had some family over. My dad's really into it. And I would put the parade on, and I was like, who cares about this? Like it started getting a little exhausting after a while, right? But yeah, let me know your thoughts of it, and we're gonna go down the rabbit hole, and I'm gonna tell you my quick story of why I'm definitely interested in healthcare. Very big thing. Sup, Omar? Let's see. Happy January 21st. Enjoy the day. It only comes once a year. It's a great day, January 21st. One of my favorites. Love January 21st. Didn't see anything. Oh, Omar, you didn't see any of it? Okay. All right, so you enjoy. We're gonna be showing you some stuff. He really made it all an all-day thing, LOL. He had like 10 different speeches. Dude, it was nuts. It was like the speech, and then there was the after speech that he claims he didn't know about, where he had the speech after he got inaugurated. Is that the word I'm trying to look for? After he signed in, and he's the president. And then he had the after speech like right afterwards, where he was in a special room with just fans, and he let loose a little bit more. And it was very interesting because he explained what he didn't say in the previous speech. And then there was like a parade speech, and there was a ball speech, and there was dancing, and I'm like, what the wardrobe changing, and dude, it was nuts. It really is. It was quite the spectacle. You ready to cringe? Oh, you're gonna cringe. Damon was right behind Bush, Clinton, and Obama. Yeah, we put on our community section on the MMA-HOLES, where he was like laser beaming his eyes through the back of Obama's head, which was pretty funny. Dana's lip licking. My mom actually mentioned it, and I noticed it as well. The lip licking that happens when Dana White is nervous or uncomfortable or a fish out of water in a situation. He licks so much. He licks those lips so much that this is a video that needs to be done. Like, we need to just devote our attention to Dana White licking lips. It's a phenomenal thing. Like, when he gets nervous or uncomfortable, he's licking those lips so much where it's like, you're not going to have any lip left, bro. Like, you're just... And he was behind Obama, just like eating his lips, staring at Obama. I was dying laughing. I was like, why is he... Yes, yum, yum lips, yum, yum lips. Like, what is that? Why? It's like a nervous tick or something. I don't know what it is. You see Mark Zuckerberg looking at Jeff Bezos' wife's breast. So I didn't know who that woman was. Thank you, Jeremy Stutz, because I did see the image, and I'm like, yeah, he looked down. It's like, oh, I like that, and then looked back up, and it was very obvious he was looking at her titties. That's Jeff Bezos' wife. Okay. Well, I mean, in fairness to Zuckerberg, I just licked my lips. In fairness to Zuckerberg, I mean, if someone has their tits out, why can't we look at them? I never understood that, right? Like, if I'm talking to a woman, and I don't look at them because I understand it's wrong. You're not supposed to do that. But if they are out, like if you're wearing a dress that's low cut and you're wearing a push-up bra, pushing your breasts out, why are we not allowed to look at it? What's the problem with that? Like, if a woman's talking to me and her tits are out, I'd be like, well, tits look good. Like, I should be able to say that, right? But you can't in this society. I don't know why. I think that Trump should sign a bill passing that we can look at women's tits without feeling bad. I don't understand. Does anyone just look at them anyway? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's one of the dumbest things out there. And I'll tell you why. We watched SNL last night, which I'm sorry I'm even saying that. Jesse went to bed early, but we watched the Dave Chappelle monologue, and I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle. I think he's very funny, and I thought his monologue was good. But Jesse ruined it for me, and she saw something that I typically would notice, but for some reason I didn't. And that was my second run through. I saw it on Twitter or X, and Dave Chappelle's sitting on the stage, and as he's sitting on the stage, it was a great monologue. I agree. But did anyone notice anything? I won't say anything. Give you a second in the chat to know where I'm going with this. But Jesse noticed something that was very distracting. And then once you notice this in the monologue goes right out the window because you can't stop staring at this. Did anyone notice this? And of course, Jesse noticed this. And this is going to connect. I'll give you a hint. It's going to connect to looking at tits. His dick was out. Yes, it was out. In fact, I couldn't even believe that Jesse caught this. And then I'm like, well, you're looking at his dick, right? You're looking at his BBC. And then I'm saying to myself tonight, right? As I do my little monologue over here, my dick is not out. Why can we look at, I mean, if a guy's bulge is popping out of his pants, I mean, he's not hiding it. He's wearing tight pants. So his bulge, I mean, his dick was like down his leg. There was not even hiding. He actually even sat on a stool so he can showcase his dick. Like, he did this on purpose, clearly. You didn't notice it, Casey? Well, run it back. You'll never look at him the same. He's got a monster cock. So he did it on purpose, right? And we looked at it. It's no big deal. His dick was out. I mean, it is what it is. So talking about girls' breasts being out, you know, when they're wearing a push-up bra, they have the dress on and whatever, a low-cut top. Why can't we fucking look at it? Pal, you didn't see it? Okay, here, I'll show it to you. I didn't plan on doing this, but this is what we did last night. It was a great monologue. I watched it on X. Now, I watched it on my phone, so I didn't have it on the big screen. Okay? Oh, look at this. The first thing that pops up. Look at this. The words are over his cock. Hold on. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll show you. Actually, I got to be very careful because, you know, it's SNL and copyright reasons. So I can't quite show the monologue. Oh, man, the bar's right on his cock. All right, how are we going to do this? Here, you know what? Dave Chappelle, penis. It's got to be on X. I mean, if you go on Reddit, you'll see it. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Okay. I don't know how you guys missed this. This is not a Photoshop. Right there. No joke. I'm rubbing his cock right now. That's Dave Chappelle's cock throughout the whole set. The whole set. And I was like, is that his keys? Did his keys slide forward? Did his wallet slide forward in the pants or some shit like that? So we analyzed this. And right there. That's Dave Chappelle's dick on SNL. I'm telling you right now, this was done on purpose. Because underwear, no matter how monstrous your cock is, you put underwear on, you can keep things together. But Dave Chappelle purposely did not wear underwear. And he wore tight pants so he can showcase he could showcase his log. And it's rolling around during the set. He's talking, right? And he does a great he did a great monologue. Fantastic. It was very, very good. But once you see that, if you're watching it on the big screen, you're very distracted. And Jesse brought this up. I should be like, why are you looking at another man's cock? But I was just like, wow, that's a fucking big. I'm like, no, it's not. I was like, there's no way. Yeah, it was. It was just rolling around in there. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So why can't we look at a woman's breasts if it's in, like, I mean, if you think about it, if you think about how dumb is it that women can't even, like that whole topless thing, like, why can't women be topless? It's just nipples on fat under skin. Like, I mean, it's like, you know, it's great. We love them. The boys love them. Why do we make such a big deal about it? And especially if girls are pushing it out there. Why do like, hey, eyes up here, boys. Oh, what a piece of shit. He's looking at my tits. It's crazy to me. I don't understand. But anyway. Because they're fat tits, I guess. So today, let's talk about healthcare real quick. We're going to get into the Trump stuff. Put on my skates today. My rollerblades. Now, I have hockey skates that I've lost. I don't know where they are. So within the move, they're gone. I don't know where they went. My hockey skates are like a size smaller, and we've always done this. Anyone that's played hockey probably knows this, right? You would get a size smaller, and then you cram your foot in there. This way, the hockey is literally an extension of your leg. So Jesse was really nice to say, hey, Merry Christmas. I got you these rollerblades. Now, they're not hockey skates, but they're regular rollerblades. And they're the comfortable clip on top with the laces where you tug. And it's like, as a person that's played hockey, you look at them, you're like, that's incredibly gay. Some people think rollerblading is gay. Maybe. I don't know. But, but I'm like, you know what? I want to skate. So I'm not going to return. These look like some pretty good skates, and they're my size. So I'm like, oh, damn it. So I took them out for a spin on Christmas, and I was like, no problems. Up and down the street, no problems. Good to go. And I noticed in the back of the skate, it has a brake, which I'm instantly going to take that thing off because I honestly think it was the reason why what happened to me happened. Playing hockey, we don't have fucking brakes on our skates. Like, we know how to fucking stop. But a brake is added to the back of a rollerblade, which is an extra clunky piece. If you're crossing over legs and shit like that, you could trip and fall. Or if you're going backwards, like if you put your foot a certain way, you could stop and fall back. I don't understand why hockey skates have rollerblades have brakes. Anyway, so it has the fucking brake on. I should have taken it off. I put these rollerblades on, they're wobbling around on my feet. So I'm trying to put them as tight as possible, and they're still kind of wobbly. Big mistake. Big mistake. On top of the fact, it's been a minute since I've really skated, you know, on a regular basis. But today, I was like, okay, my son is napping. I got a little window. Ellie's playing some video games. I'm going to slip out. I'm going to get some good exercise. Rollerblading is phenomenal exercise for your legs. It targets muscles you probably didn't even know you had, and it's great for cardio and whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go out there. It was a little chilly day. I'm not gonna really sweat. I'm just gonna fucking go for it. And as soon as I roll down the driveway, I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna take it to the street. We're gonna go down the driveway, right, into the street, and zip off and go rollerblading. As soon as I went down the fucking driveway, I fucking ate shit. Like Peter Griffin down the stairs from Family Guy. Like I was like this. My left leg was twisted backwards. And I'm like, God damn it. I was like, what? I haven't fallen on skates I haven't skated in about 10 years, but I haven't fallen on skates in forever. And I fell. I fell on those skates. So I was trying to pull myself back up. My hamstring was it's still killing me. It hurts like a motherfucker, my hamstring. So I got up and I'm like, there's no way that just happened. There's no way. Now I'm scared. I'm scared of skating. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never been scared. So now I'm moseying my way back into the garage. And I'm like, did anyone fucking see me? If they did, that must have looked hilarious. I sit down on the chair, and now I'm like really tightening the skates to try to make them tight. There's no way for me to make them tight. I think I'm going to have to wear like extra socks and wrap them up so I can really stick my feet in there and there's no wobble. So now I'm going back and forth, and I'm determined. With my fucking hamstring, it feels like it's like torn. And it may be. I don't even know. I was like, you know what? I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to fucking do this, even though my leg is killing me right now. I'm still going to do this because this is ridiculous. I can't believe I haven't gone skating in years, and I can't just let a fall break me. So I do it again. But this time, I don't go gliding down. I do it like the fucking pussy way, where it's like, let's find some gravel or something like that and sidestep down to the street, and then let's go. Never in a million years I thought I'd be fucking doing that. It's like, what has happened to me? What the hell has happened to me? But anyway, listen, it's been years, so let's just try to do this safe. So I go down the gravel, I get to the street, I'm fine. But my leg is killing me. It's still hurting, and I'm like, nah, fuck the leg. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna get this in. So now here I'm off. I'm like, okay, we're good, but my leg is really hurting, but it's okay, we're fine. And I'm doing like a lap, and I'm going around, and there's a hill right around the bend. But it's not like this. It's just like a little hill, you know, going down. It's a long hill. So I'm like, all right, I know how I'm going to take this. I'm not going to use the stupid brake in the back because if I lift my leg, I'm probably going to fall. So I'm going to kind of do the back and forth and just take, wide angles down, kind of like you're skiing, And I'm going to do it smart. I'm not going to just zip down this thing because what if I just spaz out and fall or a car comes around the corner? So here I am going down this hill. Here I am. I'm feeling good, but although my leg is killing me, I'm going down this hill, and then whoa, eat shit again. The second time I fall, bink, legs up in the air, down on the ground, fall on my hip this time. Now I bust up my fucking hip. Busted up my hip. So I'm like, okay, this sucks. So I go to get back up, but my hamstring is hurt. So now my hamstring won't allow me to stand back up. So now I'm like stuck in the street, and I'm like, fuck. And I literally like yell, like a groan, like, oh God damn it. A couple of scratches on my hand, no big deal. I get up, and my leg, my thigh, my hamstring's really hurting. I'm like, I shouldn't have went. I already hurt it. Why the fuck did I go skating with the bad hamstring? So I make it back home in a lot of pain. I see my neighbor. I'm pretending I'm not in pain, but I told her I ate shit twice. I was like, in case anyone saw it, I might as well fess up to the neighbor. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I haven't fallen for years, and I fell twice. And she's like, oh, I would have knocked all my teeth out if I fell. And most people can't skate. Like, I guarantee in the chat, how many people could actually skate? Probably not many. Or haven't done it in years, at least. So when I made it inside, Jesse just looked at me. I'm like, yeah, we're going to have to, you got ice? You got some ice? You got some ice? Tom, you can skate? Okay, Tom, I would like to see a video of you rollerblading in Guam. Because I don't believe you. I would like to see it with my own eyes. I was good using Heelys, not Heelys. Yeah, I'm too old for that. The Heelys came out when I was an adult. So if I did it as an adult, it probably would look bad. Both ice or roller skates. I mean, if you could rollerblade, you could ice skate too, right? I think like I started with. I'm old enough to start with box skates, and I had to transition when rollerblades came out because I didn't want to be the idiot with the box skates on. Like I wanted to be cool. Like everyone started getting rollerblades. I don't want to be the dinosaur with the box skates, so I had to do rollerblades. Have neither here, only a skateboard. Someone's got to send Tom some rollerblades. Not in 25 years, dude. It's crazy, pal. So I haven't. It's probably been a good, I would say, almost 20 years since I've skated. To date myself, probably, I would say around 20 years it's been. And Christmas of 2024 was when I got to skate. So I was like very excited because my daughter's learning to skate, and I'm like, I don't want to be a spaz, but I know how to skate, so this is easy. You just pick them up and you go. But apparently I get rusty, Like I could skate, but I was rusty. Fell twice. So I don't know what's up my leg. It's killing me. And all I'm thinking, right, as the inauguration happens, and there's not a peep of fucking healthcare. I'm like, what? Like, what if something serious happened? Like, I got shitty healthcare. It's horrible. I paid $45. Like, the prescriptions just went up. And I paid $45 for a drug called pantoprazole, which is heartburn medicine. That's what it is. I got a GERD, I got gastritis, I got a fucking hiatal hernia that I got to get surgery for. I got Thursday, I got a sleep study. I'll probably have fucking... who knows how much that's going to be, but I got to do for what's it called? Sleep apnea. Anyway, so I got to take this medication, $45 for one thing of medication. But yeah, Trump didn't talk about that. It's concerning. I voted for him. It's concerning. I go to the gym and hurt myself, so I'll stick to that. That break is important because on ice skates, you can use the edge to stop. Okay. So you're talking about figure skates. Oh, my God, Tom. I can't figure skate. I need hockey skates. I can't figure skate because there's a toe pick in the front of this figure skate, and I trip over the fucking thing. There should be the only reason there's a toe pick on figure skates is so you could do tricks. If you lean ever so slowly, like just a little bit, you're going to fall on your ass. Or fall forward. So I can't use figure skates. I have to use actual ice skates that don't have a fucking brake on it. No skate should have a brake. If you do not know how to stop with skates, you probably shouldn't be skating. That's how I look at it. And I had a fucking stopper on this fucking... Yeah, figure skates are crazy, man. So now that we know that Tom's a figure skater, it makes all the sense. Makes all the sense. Yeah, hockey skates, they have the ankle support, and another thing about figure skates is they're wobbly. They got that material. It's crazy, man. Figure skates are nuts. Hockey skates stop by using the edge. You got to just turn your feet sideways. And you can, that's it. But you could do that on rollerblades too. You're not kicking up fucking ice, but you can kind of, and you can kind of grind the wheels into the concrete or whatever. And you can stop. But I tell you, a brake is fucking... And then, using the brake on the rollerblades really looks gay. You ever see someone using brakes on rollerblades? It's really homosexual. I'd rather eat shit than kick your foot up and be like, hey! It's the weirdest shit. I even told my daughter, I'm like, you got the brake there, but I don't know if I recommend it. I'd rather you learn how to really stop. And then I was going down the rabbit hole today. And yeah, most people that do skate just say you should take that off eventually. Can't do that maneuver with a roller, but you can't do that. Yeah, you could just kind of. And another way to do, you could also drag, so you could drag one of your feet. So if you're kind of skating and you're going fast enough, you want to slow down, you can kind of drag one of the wheels, and it kind of stutters you to stop. You could do that. It's essentially the same thing as using the brake. That's another way. Right, Jeffrey? Isn't the dumbest thing? You ever see a grown man on rollerblades and then lift their foot up to use the back brake? It's so... They're like... It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But it really is in the way, because if you just lift your foot a little bit, like if you try to go skate backwards, I could barely skate backwards with a fucking brake on it. It's nuts, man. Like I'll trip over the brake all the time. I got to take the fucking thing off. Anyway, there's a lot of things I got to do. Hopefully I don't have a torn hamstring from that experience. Now let's move on. I can't spend all day on my roller skating escapades. We got to talk about the Don and the inauguration. And I want to thank everyone for stopping by tonight. Appreciate the company of everybody. This thing was crazy, man. Like it was complete madness. This is funny. So those that watched, let me ask you, did you think Don took it easy on these two? I mean, it was literally a Comedy Central roast. That was what it was to me. The shit he was saying, I was like, oh shit. I was like, he's saying it. Like he's saying these things. And the look, I mean, Biden didn't even know where he was. But Kamala, the look on her face was like, it was priceless. Absolutely priceless. So I would say this. If you did watch, you definitely got your money's worth if you're not a fan of these two, right? But these two were just like, they were just not having it, especially her. But let me know, did you think he went easy on them? It was a libtard roast. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It was, dude, it was vicious. And my dad was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? It literally felt like a roast to me. I was looking at Jess like, holy shit. And by the way, when I woke up, Jessie was so excited about this in the weirdest way. Like it was like she was going to Disney World. She was so excited. Her eyes were bugging out of her head. She had the whole house draped in American flags. Like we had American flag tablecloths, tassels coming from the ceiling. She made chili. Thank you, Brian, for subscribing. She made chili, the whole deal. Jessie was like, she was besides herself. It was funny because she went from I'm not going to vote to now I'm going to vote and I'm going to dance on their graves. So she was having a blast. She was having more fun than me. They said the first inauguration speech was 17 minutes. This one was 30 minutes. It was. And I'm going to play something. We're going to break it down. 13 minutes of the most review. Hold on. Of the most review of a former administration that I've ever heard of. Thank you, Scott. So, okay, listen, I don't recall the other ones at all. But to me, I was like, yo, this is basically you just shitting on the last 4 years. And I loved every minute. I really did. It was like public humiliation. It was like complete public humiliation. Bernie Sanders was in the front. He was having a heart attack. Although Bernie brought up the healthcare thing, which is concerning. I don't know why he didn't fucking mention healthcare. We need to work on this. Kamala's dick is doing the Chappelle. Wait, hold on. I didn't see if Kamala's dick was hanging out. Hold on. If you guys missed the Dave Chappelle dick segment, you got to run it back. I know people are coming. You know, people need to warm up. It's early. But we did a whole segment on Dave Chappelle's dick on SNL. It made an appearance on the monologue. Go rewind and watch that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Chrome, for the two.
That bitch Melanie showed up looking like Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
Oh, Melania, yeah. Oh, my God. That's another hilarious thing, too. Like, Melania, she had this dumbass hat that she was trying to keep on her head, especially when they were outside walking to the helicopter. I mean, a helicopter, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's a lot of wind, and she wears a hat that could, I mean, if it's glued to her head, she'll fly away. And Trump was making jokes about it. I was like, oh, my God, they're going to go at it. These two are going to go at it. Every time, I don't care what anyone says, and we'll show some of this too. When Trump and Melania have a business relationship, right? I mean, that's how I look at it. I don't see any love between the two. They know what's up, right? There's a she's a beautiful woman that was a model and the whole thing, but she's playing the first lady part, and it's a business deal, and I'm fine with that. I have no problem. I have friends that have business deal relationships. Thank you, Ride Drive. 56 months. Who is the blonde behind Barron? I don't know. Barron's like a fucking rock star now. It's crazy. He went from being, hey, look at that little sped, to now he's a complete rock star. So I love the redemption of Barron. Thank you, Ride Drive. They were business partners, right, Tom? I mean, listen, the people say, no, they're madly in love. You're in that fucking cult that I was talking about last stream. There's a cult. And people started getting upset. There's a cult, man. There's a straight MAGA cult. I'm aware of it. I'm Trump. I'm Team Trump, guys. But there is a fucking cult. And I don't care what anyone says. My dad's in it too, so don't worry. I have family in it. But anyway, and I'm an acceptance that those two are a business relationship. I'm an acceptance. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's just funny. It's funny watching them. Like, when he's whispering in their ear and they're slow dancing to, what was the song they were slow dancing to? I was playing on a guitar today. You know, they're just playing the part. They're just doing their thing. Now, and another thing, I'm just going to do some highlights quick before I really dive into this thing. People were going off on Elon Musk because he did this, and everyone was comparing it to being a Nazi and he's Hitler and this and that. I'm like, bro, he's autistic. Like, chill, man. Like, the dude has autism. Like, I mean, leave the fucking guy alone. The guy that he is so smart. There's a reason why he's incredibly intelligent, because he's the most socially awkward human being on the planet. If you don't like Elon, it's fine. But to say Elon is a Nazi, you think he was... No, the dude doesn't even know how to wave. He's like the fucking Frank and Beans kid at fucking Something About Mary. You know what I'm saying? Like, Frank and Beans. Like, that's Elon Musk. And you guys are bullying this man because you're calling him a Nazi now. You need your fucking heads examined. Maybe the dye in your hair is just seeping into your brain. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. It's okay if you don't like Elon, but calling him a Nazi is like the nuttiest shit ever. I don't know. That's my take on that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's my take on that. That's my 2 cents. Poor guy. Here's a girl showing off her titties. I don't know what that's about. Oh, yeah. So here's what they were talking about before is Zuckerberg. So this is Bezos' wife and Mark Zuckerberg. So listen, he's straight. I mean, whoa, the black guy's looking too. Whoever's behind him. Hey, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. The whole family's in the chat here tonight. Nicole Wilson, a gummy ganger for 44 months. I mean, listen. As the kids say, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the members. Seriously, appreciate the members of the chat. I hope you enjoy the content. And by the way, listen, if you don't like politics and this and that, we're going to be lighthearted about this thing. We're going to goof around. We're taking this not so serious, okay? I am concerned about healthcare, and if you have any issues you want to talk about, let's talk. Let's chat. I'm not probably the person to talk about with that. We're trying to goof around. We're talking about Zuck looking at tits, okay? We're talking about, like, Elon being Hitler, you know? You know, the stupid shit on the internet. But anyway, is he wrong? Is Zuck wrong? I'm not a Zuckerberg fan, but I'm starting to like this the human version of him, not the lizard robot weirdo guy. The guy that's like, you know what? I'm gonna do Rogan's podcast. I'm gonna fucking look at tits. I'm gonna do jujitsu. I like the UFC. I'm gonna bring free speech to Facebook, the worst app, or Meta, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm into that. It's a shitty platform anyway.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Cheers to Chrome.
All them damn executive orders he signed. Not a damn one affect me. Bitch, where the hose at? Where the money at, fuckboy? I don't care about no Paris climate bullshit, or January 6th. Pay me honky. I need restitution from these last 4 years.
Okay. I don't disagree. But you have to admit this, Chrome. The stage that he set when he was signing those documents, and they had the book open, and he had a big marker. He did it so obnoxiously. Let me see if I can find it here. There's so much to talk about. Look, yeah, Melania dressed as Oppenheimer over here. Like, there's so much shit to talk about, and we're gonna get to all of it. I'm even gonna gummy up. And if you have anything you want to talk about, I said in the Discord as well, in the meme section, drop your videos in the meme section. You have to admit this, Chrome. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see if I get it. When, not this one here, like he was signing over here, this. Okay. Dude. This shit was fucking gangster. I don't care what anyone says. I was laughing my ass off during the, what's it called? The parade. I'm like, they're having a fucking parade. The marching band sound horrible. I told my dad, I'm like, it sounds like my 1-year-old's doing it. It sounds like they're deaf and they don't even hear the horns. Like, it was crazy. The marching band was terrible. But I guess, you know, it was MLK Day, and, you know, they had, I don't fucking know. I don't know what was going on there, but anyway. It was this fucking marching band. How you doing, Ashley? How you doing? But this shit was gangster.
The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others.
I don't know what the fuck he does. Can anyone explain this? I don't know. Yeah, it probably doesn't affect me either. Crowd's loving it. He's got a big ass, giant, thick marker.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Now, Chrome's saying he never read it. I don't know if you ever bought a house, but that's his lawyer talking. I'm assuming. I've purchased a house, and when you're closing, you're in the closing stage. Basically, the lawyer says, "Hey, this document says this," and they explain what it means. But they didn't really explain it much. It just said what the document was, and they had him sign it. So I would imagine the lawyer explained it to him. Hopefully, he's just not signing random shit. Maybe he is. Could be. But he does it in this giant, obnoxious marker. And then after he's done signing, he's flinging them out like drumsticks, like it's Motley Crue or some shit. And he's flinging them out to the audience. And apparently he did this the last inauguration with pens, but he upped the ante. He's like, hey, this is my second time. Let's give them the people what they deserve. So let's get drumsticks size markers and fling it out like I'm fucking Lars Ulrich or some shit like that.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if anyone could explain what these things are, but I thought it was very funny. I mean, we could say one thing about Trump. You could say, you know, I think he's an asshole. I think he's this. I don't think he's fit to be president. You got to admit he's a damn good troll. You got to admit. I mean, his troll game he is like the elite. He's goated as a troll. There's no better troll than Donald Trump, and he's our president. like, dude, it's crazy, man. Like, I'm watching the biggest troll in the world become president, and he's got some good ideas. Are they all good? No. Is he spitting bullshit a lot of times? There are times he is. Yeah. Trump's a showman, no doubt. 100%. This guy, if you compare the first time he ran to this time, this dude tightened up the act. Took 4 years off, like Batman going into that fucking cave or whatever, Christian Bale, where he was like training and shit, where, you know, he was in jail. That's what I feel like Trump was doing in there. He was getting all buffed up, and somehow he found his way back. Like, how did Batman get back to Gotham in the Christopher Nolan movies, the third one? We don't know. We have no idea how Batman got back to Gotham. He was like in a fucking cellar doing like knuckle push-ups. That's what Trump was doing. He was doing knuckle push-ups in a cellar, got on his, I don't know, somehow teleported to fucking Gotham. And here he is, the president again. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. Greatest troll in the world. Oh, my hamstring's killing me. All right, so let's backpedal now. It's just so much to fucking talk about. All right, so here is his speech. It's 30 minutes, but I want to dissect it. We'll see how far we can get into this thing. Let's dissect this speech. Let's break it down. And then we'll talk about like the other celebrities that were there. I mean, there were so many celebrities. It was nuts. It was great. There was Jake Paul and Conor McGregor hanging out, and I was like, what? The first thing I woke up to today, when I opened X, the first thing I woke up to, hold on, was this picture. Let me know if anyone else was. This was the picture. The first thing I saw in the morning. Like, usually I like to open my phone and I look for some content. You know, maybe we could do some videos, this and that. And I was going to do a video on this whole thing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to save this for Gummy Gang. I'm not going to poison MMA-HOLES with this. I'm just not going to do it. I'll poison Gummy Gang. This is the first thing I saw in the morning. I woke up and saw this. Was this the first thing you guys saw in the morning? It was everywhere. And the picture's fucking hilarious. I'm not a Logan Paul fan at all. But the fact that Conor McGregor is in the back with the Paul brothers, there's Jake Paul and Logan Paul's mom, and it's like Conor McGregor's banging his mom. Jake Paul has a face of disgust. It's perfectly put together. Even Logan Paul's like, is Conor fucking my mom? The perfect picture. I got to say, well done, boys. Because you know this is going to break the fucking internet, and it did. It was everywhere. Everywhere I looked, this picture was there. So this just goes to show you, Everything you see on the internet is not real. Beefs are not real. Nothing is real, man. Nothing. All this nonsense that a lot of people are arguing about on social media, whether it's politics or sports or whatever it is. I'm team this, I'm team. They're playing the fuck out of you motherfuckers. If you're wasting any time online screaming with another party about something, you are wasting your time. Because look, Exhibit A. You got PFL, WWE, bare knuckle, and UFC. You got a guy that was accused of rape but wasn't convicted. Sexual assault, yes. And who knows, maybe he raped their mom after that. I don't know. I have no idea. Hopefully not. Hopefully that didn't happen. But could you imagine if, like, years down the road, all of a sudden, that woman over there starts suing Conor McGregor for inappropriately groping her or some shit? I could only imagine what the memes are like. Like, you could do so many things with this picture. But credit to the boys over here, because another troll move that was phenomenal, and this is something that went viral. There was also a video with Theo Von as well. Here's Conor with Mitchell and John Jones at Mitch. I mean, everyone was just, look at this. Lovely lady, Pam. Oh, my goodness. Now, why was Conor at the inauguration? Why can't I say inauguration? I don't know. I've had problems the last couple of days saying it. Why was Conor there? I mean, he's not an American. What the fuck is he doing there? Shouldn't Trump ejected him from the building or some shit like that? I don't understand how that worked. I mean, it worked great for social media, right? I mean, you got him at the events and all these other celebrities. You could just pump it out and everyone's talking about it. Jake and Logan watched, maybe. She gave it up to Conor Will. She looked like she was really, like, moist in all the pictures. She was definitely fanboying. Yeah, Conor's been holding on to that hair for a while. I'm surprised he hasn't done he did the teeth already. Conor's the next Prime Minister of Ireland. He is dabbling in politics. You can tell he's trying to get involved in all that stuff. He's got the shady, fucking hell, my hamstring's killing me. Hopefully health insurance is going to be good. He said, bring out the red panties. Bust out the red panties, boys. Me and your mama be going to the after party together. Maybe I'll even drag her into the bathroom. That's crazy, man. What a fiasco. Here's another picture of him. Jake Paul, you could tell Jake Paul's making it like he's not interested in these pictures. Meanwhile, when the cameras aren't rolling, I guarantee Jake Paul was just gushing over Conor. Guaranteed. Like, these boys were all over each other, just like smiling and laughing. And then when it's time for the picture, you got to get back into the shtick, you know? So, credit to them, though. I like it, man. This goes to show you, and I was telling Jess, you got to mingle, man. You got to get out there and you got to fucking rub elbows. That's why the MMA-HOLES got to get back out there again, because next thing you know, you could be at an inauguration, you know? Convicted of sexual assault, bang, you're watching the president get sworn in. Like, it's a crazy world we live in. Crazy world. And with Trump as the president of the United States, it's just going to get crazier. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I will stick by it, and if we crash and burn, I will say yes, I was part of that. You know, I'm not going to hide. Trump highlights. Hello, President Bison. I can't even cross my leg. Anyone ever fucked up their hamstring like this? It's like so swollen right now. Like, I don't have big legs. I have John Jones chicken legs, and it's got a little bit bigger, my leg. Oh, God. Are you happy with the election results, Moss? Did you want that Indian black lady in? No, I did not want the Indian black lady in. No, I did not vote for her. I did not. So, yes, I was happy about the election. I still have concerns. I've expressed that before. Some people have disowned me because they're like, oh, my God, you're MAGA. Oh, my God, you wore the hat. Oh, my God, you're in the cult. I promise I'm not. His last time he crashed and burned hard. Who's that? Who are we talking about here? I've already seen a video of them, and they were doing exactly that, laughing and having a good old time. So you took a Conor and the Pauls? Yeah, it's business. At the end of the day, it's so crazy, man. people actually fight online about it. Like, if there's a beef within combat sports or whatever, it's business, man. It's all fabricated nonsense. I'm telling you, even the Jorge Masvidal Covington thing, that got a little serious. It went a little too far. But ultimately, it was business. They just went a little far with it. Masvidal got a little feral on Colby. But anyway, it's business.
Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune, Chief Justice Roberts, Justices of the United States Supreme Court, President Clinton, President Bush, President
Starts off so nice.
Obama,
Get ready.
President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America
I need a clearer video of this. I feel like it's not clear enough. I guess it's clear enough.
begins right now.
That's better. The golden age begins right now. So could you imagine? All right, so that's not terrible. That's not terrible, right? Everyone's clapping. But if you notice, 2 people aren't clapping over here. Why wouldn't you clap? I mean, he didn't say anything terrible. Right? He didn't say anything that bad, did he? I mean, he said the golden age. That's not terrible. He didn't say anything bad yet.
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the...
I just wanted the whole time, and if anyone has a feed where I said, and there was moments where they had it on Biden and Kamala, but I wish, it was a big misplay. You got to keep a little bubble with the two of them in there, right? How do we not have that? How do we not? We're passing the torch. If we're going to fry them, if we're going to roast them, can we just completely publicly humiliate them and just have them in a bubble there? The
Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
That's fair. Right? Said nothing wrong there. Still no clapping from Biden and Harris. He's saying he's going to put America first. Why wouldn't you clap for that? Are we all on the same page? By them not clapping, are they not putting America first here? Like, what's happening? No clapping.
Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
I like it.
And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free.
Now, he is completely transformed into a politician. The last time, he was more of the money guy, the celebrity, the apprentice, whatever. Like, now he is completely transformed. He's figured it out. He's got his crazy comments, and he takes his digs, and he's got his jokes and whatever. But he knows how to speak like a politician now. And I don't know if that's a good thing, to be honest, but he's at least more presidential in that way.
America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before.
I like it. Who doesn't want that, right?
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world. And America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly in complete disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions.
I think we should make mental institutions a drinking game. Every time he says it, we take a shot. We have an edible. I don't know. But it would be a great game because he says it a lot. Mental institutions.
That have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly.
Here we go. North Carolina's been treated so badly. Where do you think that shot's going? Here we go. Shot number one.
And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting.
Now, Biden is currently chewing on his hand. Kind of how Mike Tyson was chewing on his glove when he fought Jake Paul. Same type of situation here. Let's see. And by the way, Dana White's sitting behind them, but you can't really see him. Well, look at Biden. Either he's sleeping or, I don't know, let's take a look here. Kamala's loving this. I'll keep the shot wide, please.
We can't let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system.
Oh, hold on. He does talk about health care. Hold on.
Country anywhere in the world.
Hold on.
Been treated so badly.
Hold up.
And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still. They're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting. But we can't let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster yet.
Fuck. No, he's not. Yeah. Okay.
More money is spent.
I heard it wrong. Yeah, it has nothing to do with me.
On it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly.
Right. Very quickly. Very quick.
My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over.
Okay. And let's be honest. It was declining, right? It felt weird. Things were going in a weird place. And it was declining with the election, too, because it got ugly. You know, elections get very, very ugly. So, yeah, we were declining. We were kind of a laughingstock for a while. And I mean, the Biden administration, like him as the president, it was just too comical. You know, no one took us serious. And then Kamala Harris, no one was going to take us serious with her. And it was getting to the point where it was crazy. Now, are they going to take Trump serious? Well, I've heard many of times that people were scared. I mean, you may laugh at Trump, but people don't fuck with the dude. I mean, what he says goes. So, I mean, he takes things pretty seriously. So I would imagine that you take him a little more serious than the other two.
Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history. And
Black wants to know if I thought the election was stolen in 2020. No, I don't. I think he's got to drop that. He's still going with it. And it's like, okay, you know what? It's getting old now. You got it. You need to move on from that shit. Now, was there foul play? I'm sure there's foul play in every election. You know, I think foul play is a thing with all sorts of elections. So, I mean, maybe there was some tomfoolery going on, but I think in every election we see something like that. I think he actually legitimately won in some weird-ass way. And it's better for our country. You know, he's brought it up as well. The fact that he had 4 years to go back to the drawing board, yes, he's older, but he was able to tighten things up and pull together a way stronger team around him. So I think we are in better shape going through the speed bumps of the last 4 years. And my beliefs is that everything should be turn around a little bit better, you know?
I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
Now, this is funny. Let's take a look at this. Ready? Talking about when he got shot, he believes he was saved by God to make America great again. And let's just take a look at everyone in the scenario here. People standing up. Clinton leaning over to, you can't get the other. We don't care about these white people. By the way, why is everyone white in the crowd? I was talking about this to Jess, too. I'm like, damn, man. I mean, they gotta get a little more color in this crowd. This is fucking crazy. I need sunglasses looking at this crowd. It's so fucking white. A bright crowd you got over there. Just old, smelly white people just all crammed into a room. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I can smell the mothballs.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there's a brown person. We got one in there.
That is why each day under our administration.
Yeah, Kamala and Biden didn't like that. They didn't like that. Oh, by the way, I saw the comment. Someone was saying how Biden pardoned his family. Yo, that's nuts. That's crazy. Biden pardoned his family before this all went down. So on his way out, he says, you're not getting my family. And I told my dad this. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty douchebag move, right? But I'm like, let me ask you this question. Would you do it for your family? And he looked at me and he's like, yeah. You know? Like, people don't think that. Like, I don't think he should have. I think it's fucked, you know? But then I was like, fuck, you know what? If my family needed to be pardoned, they did some shady ass shit, you know? If you could ask any person rocking the hat, would you do it for your family? If they say no, then they are sipping the Kool-Aid, because every motherfucker, and I don't even like Biden. I think Biden's a fucking crazy, old, senile, crusty person. But hell yeah, man. I would say, you're not getting my family. I'm the fucking president right now, still technically. I'm going guns blazing on the way out.
Administration of American patriots.
And that's the thing that a lot of Trump supporters aren't talking about. Most of them are like, oh, could you believe he did that? I'm like, that is pretty fucked up. Yeah, I agree. But I do the same thing. I do the same fucking thing. I don't agree with what he did. It's wrong. And that's why I'm not the president. Because I would fucking pardon my family. I wouldn't. But let me ask you this. Would Trump do it? Do you think Trump, this is an honest question, Trump on his way out, he knows he's not going to get reelected. It's over. With Trump, of course he would pardon his family. Of course. 100%.
Wonderful.
We'd all do it for our family.
I'll tell you his. If he goes after the cartel, he won't be alive long. Half of the cartel is already here in America. They got killers in the White House and he probably don't even know it.
Thank you, Chrome. Shout out to Chrome for the donations. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Very much. Chrome only donates to Gummy Gang. He's like, this is the content I like, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Chrome. I got a little nervous when he said he was going to treat the cartel like terrorists and stuff like that. I agree they should, but then I realized that I live in the cartel backyard in Arizona. So I'm like, oh, fuck. It's just going to get a little dicey over here. My neighbor might be cartel. Who the hell knows? Makes me a little nervous.
We will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength.
Wonderful.
Here comes Kainoto.
It's crazy how Biden pardoned his whole family. Accepting a presidential pardon must come with an admission of guilt, it is written. The Bidens laundered money for him. This move proved us right.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be pardoned with an admission of guilt.
You can't. But I ask you, Kainoto, would you pardon your family, right? I mean, I would imagine you would. I agree with everything you said there. He is admitting guilt 100% by doing that. And honestly, it puts a blemish on, if you have any positive thoughts of Biden and then he goes out partying in his family, you literally sabotaged any good thoughts about your presidency. I'm sure some people still think, oh, he was great. I don't know who the fuck would say that. I don't know anyone with a fucking brain between their ears thought that Biden was a good president. I don't think, I think left or right, it doesn't matter. No one could possibly say that guy was good for the country. But if anyone does think he was good for the country, and then he does that, even though you would do that for your family, it kind of hurts your legacy a little bit. Everything goes out the window. It's crazy, man. What a world we live in.
We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day.
Yeah. Dude, I love the way he delivered that. He fucking, he hit that on the head, man. And you could hear the crowd. You could hear like a groan in the crowd. Like they love it, but at the same time, like, oh shit, here we go.
5 is Liberation Day.
Woo! Yeah! Liberation Day.
It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states, and the popular vote, we won by millions.
So now, like, this is him saying, you know, he wants to talk about the election being rigged and how he's just kind of saying, hey, he's gloating how they did, you know, and they did so well and this and that. We know that you're the president. Like, we know, we those that voted, we all know this. And the people that didn't vote, they understand. You won by a landslide, even if they don't want to admit it. Everyone understands this. I don't think at the inauguration speech we needed that, but this is just to warm you up for where it's going to go, man. It's going to go to a place that I thought got a little dark and hilarious at the same time, and it gets very, very uncomfortable, like super uncomfortable. And I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me.
I got to be honest with you. I think he brings all the races together. Maybe I'm crazy for saying this, but I truly believe more unity. I feel like there's less racism. I don't know. Am I nuts for thinking this? Let me know in the chat if you think I'm wrong, but yo, what the fuck? What happened? You guys gifted memberships? Well, Pale Monkey and Rye Drive. Yo, thank you guys for gifting those memberships. Just sliding through the cracks like that. That's the fucking guy on a Tuesday? I got a gummy. It's official. You guys are a bad influence. I was gonna do it sober. I've been sober for a while. Although last night I got a little high. But tonight we're gonna get high. So if I get even more goofy than I already am, to nullify the pain from me falling down, rollerblading earlier today and hurting my hamstring, I'm gonna have my edible. Cheers to the donators. Thank you. Cheers to the members and everyone that hits the likes on all our MMA-HOLES streams and Gummy Gang streams. This is to you, the people, and this is to a great 2025. Please, if you're insulted by anything anyone in the chat says or myself, don't take anything serious. We're all having a good time here. We're all here for the best, right? We all want the best for each other. Salud. The best. All right.
With your vote, we set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality.
Ashley White, were they stopping you? Super chat? They won't allow you to donate? How dare they? Ashley, it's all right. Just hit the like button. I appreciate you trying.
Will make his dream come true.
There's nothing like a bunch of white people standing for Martin Luther King. Ah, yes. Someone's got to give Ashley a membership. Someone's got to hook Ashley up. Ashley, did you hit accept on the settings? There's a thing you have to hit to accept memberships in your Google settings. So if you hit that, when they do gift memberships, you're pretty active in the chat, right? Then you can get a membership if someone gifts. So let me know if that's accepted.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, white people love MLK Day, right? And wait, they're not standing still? Oh, Biden and Harris. They're not even clapping?
Unit.
Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, man. MLK, come on, man. I guess they disagree.
Is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country, we will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God. Can't do that.
All right, let me ask you this. To the religious folks in the chat, do you think Trump is religious? Do you think he's very religious, or is it a tool to, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the Republican side is very religious. You know, there's a lot of religion infused in it. So do you think he uses it as a tool to kind of push his point across? Or do you think this guy prays every night? He goes to church. You know what I'm saying? Uses his rosary beads. Or you think he's full of shit? Because I got to be honest with you, I don't see anything religious about Trump, to be honest. Now, he's not a guy that drinks alcohol. You know, he's a pretty straight edge guy. You see Tool? And I mean, listen, if that's, you know, whatever. I don't want to know your opinions if you don't like religion or whatever. All right, so we got some people saying it's a tool. Trump is a Christian. No one believes he's religious. I don't believe it at all. I don't. And I voted for the guy. I don't buy it. A lot of these guys that really push religion in politics, I'm like, yeah, I'm not. The Lord's going to get you at the end. You're going to have to answer to the big guy at the end. Tulu God-fearing mentality is best. Okay. All right. So I'm seeing people that voted for Trump think it's a tool too. So I think everyone's being fair, right? And I'm just curious where your mindset is. Look at the white in that crowd. My goodness.
Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense.
Restoration. Dude, restoration of common sense is a phenomenal line. It's so good, man. Restoration of common sense. And it does feel like there's a lot of common sense that's thrown out the window. I was watching a video before I went live of this teacher who was she was like a lesbian who was talking about genders, and she was trying to explain something about kids and pronouns. And this was recently. And she was like apologizing because she was not articulating the pronouns of the kids. And I didn't even know what she was saying. Like I'm looking at this. I'm like, there's no common sense here. There's nothing. Like there was complete madness. Like we're focusing about pronouns. Let's focus about making people good people. Male, female, if you're gay, if you're a tranny, that's fine. Whatever you want to do in your life is fine. But let's common sense. Let kids be kids is common sense. Let kids be pure and learn useful things and grow up to be upstanding citizens is common sense. Not, hey, if you want to chop your dick off at fucking 10 years old, feel free. I know a guy. Like, what?
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
Uh-oh. Here we go. National emergency at our southern border. Woo! It's going to get good.
Wonderful,
We're
wonderful.
10 minutes into the 30-minute speech.
Trump is no Christian. People who think that bought what he sold. He's no God-fearing man. He tapped into the Bible Belt and it paid off. It doesn't mean he's less of a man. He's just not a Christian.
Thank you.
I still voted for his ass. There was more at stake.
Thank you. I agree 100%. Now, in fairness, I'm not an overly religious person, so like Jesse would probably be a better person to talk to about this, or I would imagine Jesse's family will probably get a different, side. But for me, I like, man, I'm a free agent. I'm on the outskirts. So I'm like an outsider looking in, and I try to just take all the information and just process it and say, okay, well, this makes the most sense. Like if you're a politician, if you're someone trying to be president, you're going to have to lean into your crowd, right? If you're playing a room, if you're a comedian and you're trying to, get that crowd going, you got to play into you don't tell white jokes in a black crowd. You don't tell black jokes in a white crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to play to your audience. Did that make any sense? Did that sound racist? It could have been racist. It could come across as racist, but you know what I'm saying. I agree with Kainoto there, 100%. Common sense. They're all on their feet. Well, not all of them.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which...
Hold on. Hey, Ray. See, Ray's a comedian, so have you played in front of a white crowd? Actually, maybe it would work. I mean, if the jokes are funny, funny is funny, right? But let me ask Ray in the chat, would you play to an audience that is another demographics type of humor, right? You wouldn't do that. Wouldn't you play to your room? Would you feel your room out and try to, or would you just, no matter what the joke is, these are my jokes, and I'm going to fucking play? Mystic Moss from 48th, not 40. I wish I was smart enough, but it seems incredibly, I don't know. I'm clearly narcissistic because I have a YouTube channel. I feel like anyone that's a content creator has a high level of narcissism, and I definitely fall under that umbrella. So I totally get that. But I think being a president, there's a level of narcissism that you have to be so far past. Like you have to be super narcissist to be that. And I'm not quite, maybe, who knows, maybe in 10 years, maybe I will be. Telling white jokes to white people and black jokes to black people is what I do best. It's a fucking, see, that's good. That's good. You played some, that worked for me. I don't know, that's a good one. I like that. I'm pretty racist, but I can have fun around old people. See, I don't know if he's meaning to be funny, but it's fun. I don't know. That's pretty funny. No one's safe. Race gets roasted. I like that, Omar. I think that's the way to go. I honestly think that's the best way. As long as you're even throughout. But I do feel like you got to play your crowd, right? I truly do believe you got to do that. I think politicians do it so well, right? They look Kamala Harris, for instance. My fucking hamstring's killing me. Kamala Harris, she would put on accents to different groups of people. One minute she's black, next minute she's Jamaican, Hindu, she's Asian. Like, she's just like, then she puts her white voice on. It's like Kamala was a chameleon with that shit. But that's a politician. That's their job. Ray's going to convert to Christianity and go full back and cater to those crowds. He's going to, or is that be the next Steven Crowder? One of the best comedians of our generation. Dude, Steven Crowder. Oh my, is that the guy that was accused of like abusing his wife or some shit? If that's the guy that you're talking about, that guy, there are a few people on social media that I can't stand. He's one of them. I can't even listen to that guy talk. He is just a waste of life. He's just a shithead of a human being. You can tell. You can tell when that guy talks, he is just a piece of shit person. He tries to like come across like he's a funny guy, and then that video with his wife and shit, he is not a good human being. If that's the guy I'm thinking of. Dude, my hamstring's killing me. Oh, I think I really fucked up my hamstring. Here we go. Kainoto.
The left laugh star his inauguration was forced indoors. Bye-bye crowd. We say fuck that. Trump had the largest ever indoor president inauguration in the history of the office. Fuck you, Joe and the Ho.
Joe and the Ho. Thank you, Kai. Thank you guys for the donations. Appreciate you guys. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I fell rollerblading. You can hear the story if you want to run it back. I can't even cross my legs. Is it a bad sign? What happens if you can't cross your legs? Did I blow up my hamstring? Fuck, it's killing me.
They came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release.
Fishing.
And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
All right, it's going to get good. Now, let me get some ice. Because I got an injury that's really fucking me up right now. We're getting good now because we're talking about, the illegals, the border. It's going to get really spicy. So let me play some. I don't know. I'll be right back. I got to get some ice, though. I'm hurting terribly right now. Give me a second. All right, give me 1 second.
Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. COSTA guy. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang.
We MMA-HOLES, community be so dope. We got the best watch-alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. Toe holes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm grinning ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode, watch them bang.
Okay. If you missed the injury story, you can run it back at the beginning of the stream. But my goodness, why did I keep going? Why did I keep going? I am in tremendous pain right now. Okay, here we go.
Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
All right, what do you think about that? Terrorist organizations, cartels as terrorists. I'm a little worried. I live in cartel territory. I'm a little worried here. Terrorist organizations. Boy, we're going after. Well, I mean, if we can get rid of that fentanyl stuff, that'd be great.
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities.
Mental institutions.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before.
I will say this. I do feel safer with someone that has a no-nonsense attitude. Like, I honestly didn't feel safe with Biden at all. I don't know about you guys. I actually kind of felt a little safe with Obama. I didn't like him towards the end. Actually, I didn't like majority of his shit, but, you know, he conned me in the beginning. But at least I kind of felt sort of safe, especially when they did that whole Bin Laden thing, and like he was kind of a gangster. Like, I don't know. So I mean, say what you will about the politics and the shitty decisions or whatever, you're still kind of like, wouldn't you rather a no nonsense person than fucking some fucking Joe Biden?
Morning fam. Peace sign, check Discord out for Trump tattoo, winking face.
Hobo Inc. What the fuck is Hobo Inc? Is that Smokey? Morning fam, check Discord art for Trump tattoo. Oh yeah. It's gotta be Smokey. I was like, wait, who the fuck is? I took a gummy, so give me a second here. But Hobo Inc. is Smokey. J Smokey. Shout out to J Smokey. J Smokey just tattooing the hell out of himself. Look at him go. Thank you, Smokes. Or Hobo Inc.
Wonderful, wonderful.
People hating on Elon over what happened. The Jew Defense Forces of Earth already absolved him and said it was not a Nazi salute and for people to get a fucking life. I'm no Elon fan either. Give him a year and he'll switch teams again.
Okay. So yeah, I actually did a whole like little bit on the Elon thing. People are bullying Elon because he's autistic and he doesn't know how to function in public. You know, I did a whole fucking bit on. Thank you, Kainoto. That's why you guys got to get here early. But yeah, no, I agree. I'm not. Listen, I'm not like a super Elon fan, but I do appreciate some of the things he's brought to this world. I think he's a little retarded, and people are making fun of a retard. It's very strange. Like he's literally retarded, like socially retarded. By the way, someone said in the chat about I thought 100K would make me rich. Wonder Dog. Dude, it's so funny. Like I always wanted to make 6 figures. Like I was like, yeah, 6 figures. That's what I always wanted to do. And then when I did, you're right. It's nothing these days. It means jack shit with inflation. So that does suck, you know, being of the time where 6 figures is like, oh my God, I'm making so much money. And then it's just like, well, no, that's just not going to cut it. So I feel your pain, man. You have a job you have to drive home from? That's good. You put it on the headphones. Put it on the put it on the Bluetooth. Do you not have Bluetooth? Put it on the old Bluetooth, Kainoto. How dare you? You should be here right from the very beginning.
Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs.
Yeah, I agree. What Ozzy Cat says. Yeah, he was going like this from his heart and then like this. And people are running with it. It was like when we all started making fun of Barron Trump the last election, when Barron was small. Now he's a giant 7-foot monster. But Barron was a small kid with serious mental problems. Like he was socially goofy. And even I was laughing. I was like, man, this kid's all fucked up. Like it was pretty funny watching him, like Twitch and shit. And Elon does that stuff too. But because he supported Trump, people were like, oh, he's a Nazi. It's like, what the fuck, dude? He's not hailing Hitler. Like, what kind of crazy, like, it's just madness. People are mad. When they lose, they just start digging shit up on both sides. We see it. But that Elon shit's crazy, man. It's really crazy.
Wonderful, wonderful.
On June 9, 2017, Trump backed a Saudi-led blockade of Qatar, saying they funded terror. On June 15, 2017, he armed Qatar. Trump is not a no-nonsense person. He just says what his credulous simps want to hear.
Well, and listen, whether it's true or not, I don't even know the details on that. It possibly could be true, right? I have no idea. But I've also heard the stories of people trembling and backing down when he threatened to literally kill them. Like, he's actually threatened people and military people. And I have people... Hobo.
Yay, it's Smokey, mate. I did Trump and Misfit INK.
There we go. Thank you, Smokey. Yeah, go check out his ink. Smokey going crazy, doing it on himself. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Optimistically Cynical. So I have family that's in the military, and they get in the, listen, at the end of the day, we're all hearing stories. So I'll hear stuff from the military, how Trump has done this and that, scaring the shit out of fucking people, right? And these are stories. One person tells it, then another person tells it, and by the time it gets to your ears, it's probably warped. So the stories I heard probably warped, and that story that you told might be warped as well. We don't fucking know. But what I do know is when I do hear from my military relatives, when they're saying, hey, man, if you would hear what this fucking guy has done in behind closed doors, talking to fucking high up terrorists or people that are threatening other people's lives, he is literally like, we will fucking kill you. Like, there's no way around it. And honestly, looking at Trump, I mean, do you not believe that? I mean, this dude is not... This is not the type of guy to be like, okay, walk all over me. Like, no, he's a businessman. And if you get in his way, he will literally run you over. He would even run over family if he could. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the no-nonsense attitude that he portrays, and yeah, listen, he's a liar like everyone else, right? But I still would feel safer in this scenario than with the most recent scenario. That's how I look at it this time. I wasn't a Trump supporter. When he was running the first time around, I didn't vote at all, actually, because I was like, man, I don't get any of this. And I was terrified, and shit happened along the way. I was like, I'm not a big fan of. But in this situation, he's won me over a little bit. Trump said he was going to keep us out of wars. Well, we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see what happens. I mean, you do realize that Trump, patriot of USA, you do realize that Trump was not in office the last 4 years, right?
Costs and prices.
I think some people forgot that Biden was in office the last 4 years.
The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Okay, so listen. Sounds great, right? Drill, baby, drill. We have so much oil. He talks about all this and that. I have concerns. I do have concerns because, honestly, every action has a reaction. And if we're just drilling all over this earth and just sucking that oil out of this earth, according to these people, there's so much oil within the U.S. that we don't need to go other places. Like, we'd find oil all over, there's liquid gold in our own country. And it sounds great, right? But every action has a reaction, and I'm sure there's a big negative to it. I don't know. I'm not equipped to really know. So we'll see what happens with this. But the way he shoves this down our throat, it does sound a little concerning. It sounds a little bit. Uh-oh. Optimistically Cynical is losing it. But Optimistically Cynical, let me ask you a question. Would you rather Biden another 4 years or Trump? I think that's the question. Because I don't think Trump walks on water. And the facts that you're bringing up and stuff like that is just like copy and paste off the internet. Like, none of us really, I can get facts. I'll call up my military family friends and they'll give me these facts and this and that. And I can be like, yeah, but what about this? And we could go back and forth and be like, yeah, look at these facts. So it's like, I think it's, if you're going to vote better of both evils, right? Both of them are evil in some sort of way. I don't think that Trump is fucking God like my dad does. I don't. But he's light years better than Biden. I didn't want either, but you got people pretending he's different. Okay. None of them are different. If you're a politician, you're a fucking snake, right? I don't look at Trump and say, okay, this guy is, this guy should be president until he dies. Some people think that. Now, if he has a great 4 years, let's go King Trump, We'll see what happens. First time seeing any of his speech? Okay, so yeah, I'm chopping it up. I'm reacting to it. It happened yesterday. If you want to see it, it's all over the place. Straight through.
America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it.
Now, if this works, if we drill inside the U.S., and then all of a sudden we find all this liquid gold and we don't need oil from outside of the U.S., dude, that is a massive game changer. Massive. Now, I don't know what it does to the environment, just fucking, smash it in, drab it. I don't know how that works. But financially, could you imagine if we don't need oil from other countries? Think about this. Now, say what you will about Trump. You don't like this, you don't like that. In theory, if this works, we can butt out of everything. We can just say, all right, go kill each other out there. We got our own oil. It's kind of, and now that's interesting. You have my attention.
Let me use it. We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it.
Now, there are people out there that are hoping this doesn't work, and it's kind of crazy for me to think about that. Like, imagine he's right, and this shit works, solves a lot of problems, but people are, rooting against this. That's crazy. I'm not the biggest Trump fan, but if this does work, holy shit. Total game changer.
With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
Now think about that. Okay, the crowd's going to get on their feet. This is anti-Elon here. Elon is Mr. Electric, right? And he's stopping the mandate and keeping the oil-run cars out there. No one's going to be forced to buy EVs and stuff like that. And the more research I did on EVs, because I was Team Cybertruck. It was just so fucking expensive. Insurance was expensive. I was like, I can't even afford this. It's impossible. It doesn't help me in any way. So that's why I reverted and went back to gas. If what he's putting out there is with Elon Musk, you know what I'm saying? Elon's pushing out the electric car. So you would think that Elon and Trump would be like, no, we need more electric stuff. But no, he's not doing that. His teammate, Elon Musk, he's going against and saying, no, oil. Now, eventually, it's going to turn into some sort of power, electronically. Eventually, we're going to get rid of gasoline. It's inevitable. That's inevitably going to happen. But we're going to slow the process, and we're going to do it right. And that feels right. Now, in theory, what he's saying makes sense. And this is coming from a guy that wanted a Cybertruck. Think about that.
Trump just authorized drilling on Diddy's property. We will be oil rich in no time. Make America great again.
I'm telling you, man. Now, I don't know environmentally what, and thank you, Tom, for the $5. Appreciate you, man. I don't know, now financially, and it solves a lot of problems, but like I said before, with every action has a reaction. I don't know how good this is going to be. I don't know how, is this going to affect something? Like, is something's going to get ruined. Something's going to get polluted or destroyed. Like, where they're pulling this oil from. So I do have my concerns there. Like, are we fucking up the environment even more? I mean, batteries are fucking up the environment. Our cell phone batteries and the batteries in the EV cars and whatever the hell we're powering with batteries. Don't know where to put the remains. And with the way they're fucking mining this stuff, I mean, none of it's good for the environment. So I don't know environment-wise. That's my concern. Like, everything else, in theory, sounds great. But the environment thing does concern me, you know? That is an issue for me. And I'm sure he's addressed this, but does anyone have his, like, the opinion on, like, what they're going to do environmentally? Like, how is this going to, you know, not hurt the environment?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Check out Smokey's tat in the MMA-HOLES art Discord.
Yeah, you guys got to... All right, I'll show it right now. Hold on a second here. By the way, as the edible kicks in, I'm going to get really off the rails here. Okay, let me sign into this. Yeah, no, I agree, Kainoto, but the drilling, the actual drill, I 100% agree with you with the car batteries and the more research I did with it, the disposal of the batteries and how they mine for whatever the hell they're putting in these batteries. Yes, that is not good for the environment. I'm with you. But constant drilling and drilling and drilling into this planet, there has to be, every action has a reaction. Right? So there is my concern. Not the you know, it's like, oh, well, batteries are bad for the earth, but if it's still bad for the earth drilling the oil out of it, I don't actually know, you know. I don't actually know.
Of the maintenance facility led to
And I'm not even fucking American, boy.
Look at
Sounds
him.
for you, Christina Ferreira.
So he's got the Misfit tattoo for Christina Ferreira. Shout out to Christine Ferreira. And he's got the Trump 2024. And Aussie with the Trump tattoo, man. Yo, Don's got to see that, man. Like, this is a guy in Australia rocking a president from another country. I mean, that's a badass. That's a badass right there. Shout out to Smokey. Smokey's a madman. I tell you what, a madman. Thank you, pal, for the donation. Thank you.
In other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice. We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with their vote. I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
So if we got the tariffs in place, we're drilling within our country. The tariffs scare me too. I don't really know how that works, but I feel like that can inflate prices as well. But if the drilling works out and the tariffing on other countries works out, bye-bye Temu. Everyone getting their Temu. See you later, Temu. All that China stuff that you guys have, it's going to get a little more expensive. But now we're going to have to buy American.
For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new...
We got Hobo coming in.
Thought you might get a tickle out of that, mate. Playful face, U.S. outlying islands.
That's wild, man. I don't think I've ever seen that before, man. Look at that. So, Smokey, what do people, like, what do your buddies say about that? That you're rocking, like, an American president tattoo? Do they give a shit? Or that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. See, that's a real American in Australia right there. He's one of ours. We need to go over and conquer Australia. Make Australia great again. Oh, man.
New Department of Government Efficiency.
You think we should invade Australia? One's in the chat if you think we should invade Australia. It'd be pretty dangerous. The animals and people are pretty badass over there. I mean, they got some crazy animals and weapons.
After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all...
That's way too many people saying yes. I didn't expect that many people to say, all right, Australia's ours. Let's take them all over.
Government censorship.
Imagine. Do you think we're going to see a day? Do you think King Trump is just going to take over every fucking country out there? We start with Greenland and Canada
and bring back free speech to America.
Okay, so bring back free speech to America. And they're not standing. Think about this. We won't be deporting everyone if we own the world, right? If the U.S. takes over the world, we won't. No one's getting deported.
Never again will the immense power of the...
They didn't stand up for freedom of speech. Why wouldn't they? We'll bring back freedom of speech. So I guess they thought we had freedom of speech before, I guess. That's weird. A lot of people are getting canceled.
State be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about.
So basically, I'm going to be able to say whatever the hell I want on YouTube. I mean, I'll probably still get demonetized. So I gotta be somewhat cautious. But at least I know I can't get canceled. That's a phenomenal power. Thank you, Mr. Trump. We're going to say some pretty fucked up things in 2025.
We will not
think about your donations. Like, say whatever the hell you want. Who cares? Freedom of speech, baby.
Allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and...
We got 4 years to be really messed up, okay? So let's take advantage of this.
Partial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities.
No more mental institutions.
This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
Yo, when I heard this now, I was like, oh, you better... And there they went. Okay, let's take a look. Uh-oh. Watch out, guys.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
Colorblind and merit. It sounds beautiful. Who doesn't want that?
Come invade, I have so many friends to meet. Playful face, love you gesture, US outlying islands, US outlying islands.
Okay, Smokey's waiting. He's like, good, give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, it's a warning.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
So when I heard this, I was like, oh, he said this at the inauguration. Did you ever think you would live in a world where this would have to be said at an inauguration? Never. Never in a million years I would have thought that we would have heard that at an inauguration. This is a crazy time to be alive. People are standing, not everybody. But this guy's like, fuck yeah, men and women. No trannies. None of those other pronouns. And this guy's just like, yeah. Barron's like, yep. That's right, Dad. Some people are afraid to clap. There's a couple of Browns sprinkled into the audience. I don't know how they got through. They deport them.
Wonderful, wonderful.
How they slip through the cracks. Trump is like looking over. How'd they get in here?
This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay.
Now, listen. What I would... Whoa, easy. Easy, Trump. Easy. You trying to kiss me? This is amazing. Full back pay, and the people that were booted because they would not get the vax, they got their jobs back. Here's my problem with this. What about the people that didn't want to get the vax and got it anyway because they did not want to lose their jobs? There should be some retribution for them too, because they probably lowered their life expectancy because they got that vaccine. A vaccine I got twice. And now I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What was I doing? What about the people that were lied to about the vaccine? Got to do something about them. I mean, that's fucking crazy. But I'm happy. I'm really happy for the people that stood their ground. It just sucks. They're rewarded, and the people that were forced to get it, there should be some sort of retribution. I don't know how you can do that, because how could you prove? I took the jab twice. When it came out, I was like, and remember this. Let me just say this. Trump was the one that says, fastest ever to put the vaccine out. You know what I'm saying? He actually put the vaccine out. So of all you guys supporting Trump and saying, oh, why'd you get the jab? This motherfucker put it out there. You know? So that's one negative I would throw out there. You know, he was bragging about it. But I took it because, honestly, I got kids. And at the time, you know, they were feeding us this bullshit. And I was on one side, on the other side. I didn't know where to stand. All I knew was like, man, if this thing is as serious as they're saying, I want to protect my kids. Now, if I didn't have kids, wouldn't have taken it. Wouldn't have done it. But I did it twice. And thankfully, knock on wood, I'm still here. Uh-oh.
You know, I just feel so special.
Comes Kainoda with the 11.
I've got a special face.
Give me a little sing-along in the chat.
Attention is short, bust to outer space, finding a special place. GSP abducted me, I'm from an alien race. Special face. Special face. Special face.
Thank you.
Trump saving TikTok was strike one for me. Like I said, he's a businessman over being a patriot or Christian. I still have zero regrets over voting for him. He just better not hit strike three. Alina Habba is a piece of ass.
Thank you. Thank you, Habba Kainodo. The $11. Wow. Big cheese. Big cheese. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kainodo.
What's the guy?
Me and Trump are going to make out. Oh, my gosh. What a donation, man. Thank you. Yeah, listen, I have my reservations. You saw the last stream. People kind of getting a little testy with me in the chat. I can't go. I'm not the type of guy that just worships people. I don't do it. I always try to see both sides of a situation. I don't think no one's perfect, you know. So and I'm happy that I'm like this at this stage of the game. When I was younger, maybe a little bit different. Maybe I would swing heavier on the side. But not now. Now I try to, you know, weigh everything and admit wrong. I think admitting wrong is a good thing. A lot of people will stick their ground. They'll just sink with the ship. Not me, man. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Unless it's about fights, then I won't. Because I'm never.
Trump getting the vaccine started isn't a knock on him. It should have been a choice, but the Nazi Dem Party forced you into it. Mose, all us scientists in he chat told you not to get the jab, but you ignored us all. Lol. Stand your ground, man.
Listen, if I didn't have kids, I would tell everyone not to get it too. And let me just say this too, and thank you, CONOR, for the donation. My aunt, still to this day, she's super liberal, but she says she's not. She's not an independent. She's like, whoo! She's like super on his side. And she was a head nurse at a hospital, and she was like, I saw the people dying and the impact of the vaccine and this and that. And to some extent, I believe in vaccines, but I do have my questions about this specific vaccine, the COVID vaccine, because it was rushed out so quickly. There are going to be side effects. There are going to be problems, and it was forced on us. You know, not as much as other countries like you couldn't leave the house without it. You know, at least we had a chance to say no, but it did severely fuck certain situations up with jobs and whatever. So I'm not a scientist. I don't know, but what I do know is that there is evidence that this thing is linked to health issues, and some say that this is actually more harmful than actually COVID. Like, you can have more side effects from the vaccine than actually COVID. That is horrific. That's a horrific thought. And to people out there that still say, oh, the vaccine didn't hurt me, I got it. Listen, I got it twice. But I am not the same since I got it. I've had health issues. My hiatal hernia and things that I've had post-COVID, it could be just coincidence, possible. But I didn't have it before COVID and the vaccine and all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but what I do know is there are scientific studies out there that prove the vax wrong.
Guaranteed that was just water in Trump's vaccine. Smiley face.
Yeah, he just had a
face.
He got stabbed. He got jabbed with some H2O maybe. And listen, if you guys remember, you can go back in the streams. I was like, man, why are you guys not getting it? Like, I was on that team, man. Yeah, my hamstring is fucked. Not from the vaccine though. I don't think, at least. Maybe my hamstring is weaker. I don't know. It's fucked right now. Thank you, guys. You guys are fucking awesome, man. Thank you so much. Thank you to the chat, baby. We got Optimistically Cynical coming in. Thank you, Optimistically.
That's not true. Kendo Trump puts Jesus first.
Yes. He's a God-fearing man. Now, what did he say? I don't know. I was skipping around, talking about a whole bunch of things. But this guy's really feeling what he said before. I got to go back. 18. Hold on.
COVID vaccine mandate.
Oh, okay. So this was about, the giving people their jobs back because of the vaccine. They said no one got fired, so he's going to give them their jobs back.
With full back pay.
Full back pay. Damn. That's crazy.
And I will sign an order.
I actually heard how they're going to fund this is when they kick all the Mexicans out of the country, they're going to steal their money as well on the way out, because no one's going to know, right? Whatever pesos or dollars they got in their pocket, or, when they've, in the middle of raping and murdering people and they're stealing their money, they're just going to steal it back from the migrants and the mental institution people. And that's how they're going to pay everyone back. You didn't hear that from me.
To stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be freed to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies. Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into.
Now, isn't it funny, like, the public humiliation of Biden and Harris having to sit through this, and the peaceful passing of the torch is really a crazy ritual that we have here. Like, it's nuts. Like, all right, thanks for your service. Now you're going to get roasted for 30 straight minutes. That is an insane thing. You know, a real FU to the people that were trying, well, they say they were trying to make the country better, but just the public humiliation that they're going through on how that administration was complete trash and you get roasted. Do they do this in other countries? Is America, Australia, any other countries we have out there, do they do a complete roast on the way out? I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. This is a crazy, crazy sort of ceremony that we're doing here. And I get deserved. I mean, if you think about it, if you fuck things up, well, you got to sit in the dunk tank. We got to keep on throwing balls and see if you fucking sink. A whole crowd of people just clapping in your face as he's just throwing insults at you. What a ceremony. I'm not just gonna clap. I'm gonna stand up and clap in your face now. Why would anyone want to be president? Why? Now, someone can like take what Trump has done and is going to do that, and on the way out, roast him, but he's not going to run again. He can't, right? So I guess it's going to be pretty cordial on the way out, I guess. I don't know.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that
did Joe I don't think Joe trashed him much when he got inaugurated, right? I bet Joe's sitting there like, fuck, man. Boy, did I play that wrong. I should have really shit on Trump. Damn, that's crazy. So this guy lost to Biden, right? Or he says he didn't, but he technically lost to Joe Biden. And then Joe probably, I can't remember his inauguration. Oh, Trump didn't show up? Is that true? Stop. At the inauguration of Biden? Oh, because of, he thought foul play, right? You're right. I think you're right. I don't remember, but yeah, he was saying they rigged the election, this and that, so he wasn't there? Is that true? Can anyone confirm that? Because I don't remember. I'm too high to even tap into that part of my brain. Oh, it's 100% a roast of Biden. I mean, it's not even a question. And Kamala. She's catching strays too.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Moss, I think we can all agree that calling them Mexicans or illegals is a bit harsh. How about we just call them lawnmower people from the South? The next 4 years will be tough. He's gonna have to fix what the worst regime ever has done to beautiful USA.
You know, this deportation, and thank you, Kainoto. Shout out to the lawn keepers. This administration they're saying that they're gonna mass deportation, this and that. It's gonna get crazy. We're gonna see some video. We see these videos of people coming across in our direction, just flooding into the country, not much being done. Now we're gonna get videos, and they're gonna be nuts, of kids getting dragged back over. Now, I get why they're doing it. It's gonna get rough, and I explained that to Jess today, and she was like, you know what? Yeah, I really didn't think of that much. She's like, I don't want to think about that. I think it's best we don't. I don't want to see those videos, man. I need to tune out because I don't need to see fucking videos of people getting dragged in the other direction. But I mean, it's gone so far. It's things we're going to have to do, right? It's crazy, man. So, I mean, I guess he could rest easy because he's like, well, if it didn't go this long, I wouldn't have to do this. I don't know.
As of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families.
Wow. Look, Kamala's she's actually clapping. Not stop. Oh, she waited for the president there. So she was waiting on the president's command. Biden was like, all right, let's try to get up here. And Kamala gets up too. You got to clap for that one. You know why? Because if you don't, you're a real piece of shit. Hostages being released. Nah, I'm not going to clap. Like, oh shit, we should clap at that. After we just got roasted for 21 minutes.
Thank you. America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth. inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs.
Our Gulf. Our Gulf, all right? The Gulf of America. That's a dick size thing right there.
President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made. And
let me just say this in the chat. Adolf is not even American. With his comments, he's not even American. I don't know why he wants people to be sent back to out of a country that he's not even from. So do not take anything he says serious in the chat. I think he's a little brain dead. I don't know.
Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
Okay. Wow. That's a shot right there. Is there truth to this? China's running it? I don't know about I don't know anything about the Panama Canal. I mean the American Canal. But that's a flex. That's a fucking flex. Taking shit back.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We are also renaming the United States to United States.
Yeah, I did catch that, yeah. He did a Colby Covington for a second there. By the way, I didn't see any pictures of Colby at the inauguration. What happened? Conor McGregor was there, a foreigner, and no Colby chaos. Thank you, optimistically. You guys, man, on a Tuesday night just showing up and saying, yo, I'm supporting the show.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Moss, it's not going to go down that way. The media has us thinking that way. They're going to deport the right people. We aren't going to watch little Jose get yanked from his mom Guadalupe's arms as he's playing in the dirt, eating Taco Bell. Come on, man.
No, I do believe it's going to be forceful because they said they'll do it with force. There are going to be situations. What do you do if people resist? It's going to be peaceful? Little Guadalupe is going to be torn out of arms, separated from families. We're going to see it, man. You know we're going to see it. You know? I mean, they're going to go in with any means possible. They're going to go in there and rip people out of homes. It's going to happen. Mass deportation is I mean, it's, you know, it's going to get a little edgy. But once we get little fucking Guadalupe out, you know, it's start healing as a country. All I know is, man, these jobs, think about the price increase for construction or landscaping or any of these jobs where you typically hire an illegal. They do better jobs than the Americans. Hey, Guadalupe, try to get an actual real, you know, get your green card, get over here legally, legitimately, and get to work. You're going to make some good money because they're going to charge an arm and a leg. Hiring a contractor now is going to get crazy, man. Crazy.
Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history.
Did you just say the N-word? Did you guys hear that? Did it? What? Did he? Did he just drop an N-bomb at the press and the inauguration? Yeah, with a hard R, yeah.
Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of
vigor. Okay. Got a little concern there.
History's greatest civilization.
You know, those pesky vigors. All right, I'm joking. Adolf, you would like to deport the vigors, right?
So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
That's very interesting, right? So they're going to fake the Mars landing next? No. You already see what they're doing over there with the robots, and they're landing it on Mars and doing shit. We see people walking on Mars. Are you guys going to believe it? Or are you going to be like, nah, that shit's fake? I mean, now it's like everything looks like kids in their freaking basement, their parents' basement, can put together on Final Cut Pro and make it look like they're standing on Mars, you know? So it's very tricky. Little vigors will be downstairs just typing away, trying to figure out programs to make themselves look on like they're on Mars. But if this is all true, and I like to believe so, it's true. That's crazy, man. While Trump is president, we're going to have a man plant the United States flag on Mars. Are we going to inhabit it? Like, is it really going to happen? And you know what? Kamala likes that. She likes the Mars thing. Kamala, look at, she's clapping. She's like, yeah, I like people on Mars. I tell you what, in my lifetime, if I get to see, I'm not old enough to see the moon landing, but if I get to see in my life like a live stream of someone walking on Mars and then planting the American flag, dude, that's crazy. You imagine the clicks we can get for that? Imagine the views? No. That's pretty impressive.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It'd be a happy vigor if that happened.
They call it mass deportation. I call it making sure one home houses a family of 4 and not 14 families. That's what's going to happen. They're going to trim the fat, or as they say in my hood, trim the fat off the carnitas. No more long taco truck lines.
That's right. You can get your tacos nice and easy. Just trim the carnitas. That's good. Yeah, that's maybe the prices might get up, but get higher, but shorter lines. Didn't think of that. They're gonna planet Elon. They're gonna land it on Elon's head. They're gonna land the rocket on his big head. Oh, you guys are fucking on fire. How are you guys so on fire on a Tuesday night? You guys are un fuego.
Adolf got teabagged by pale and duck slapped by DB, kissing
Whoa.
face.
Thank you. Did that really happen? Shit. Uh-oh. Thank you, Smokey Feeble. Thank you very much. Did you just change your name back? Thank you, Smokey Feeble, for the $2 holler. I just realized I said something about fires. That was very insensitive to Kainoto, so I apologize. I don't know what I was... I'm high. Leave me alone. Let me just do my thing. Didn't see that before. Here we go. There he is. Activate sped mode. Here we go. Ready? That's the man that's going to bring us to Mars. And then you got the... Dude, it's crazy. His son is such a rock star. And he's so autistic. Like, he's so on the spectrum. But he's like a complete rock star now. You mentioned his name. Everyone's going crazy for him. This dude's going to be... It's going to be interesting watching what this guy becomes. But anyway, back to this guy. He's going to put us on Mars. Who would have thought? This is the face of the man that's going to bring us to Mars. Hair plugs and all. Dumb fucks out there are saying that this guy is doing Hitler. Dumb fucks out there are literally saying that this guy is doing Hitler fucking moves. What world do we live in? Look at him. What kind of, like... We know what's going on with Elon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
To all my Latinos in the chat, even the illegal ones, I love you all. Hell, my girl is half Mexican. It's probably why I make sure I sleep next to the other side of her at night. We just need to do things the right way.
That's the tattoo
Stop
incoming
bleeding the
makes
system.
and changed cocks easier.
Let me read both of those. Thank you guys. Smokey says that's the tattoo incoming mate and changed cocks. Oh my god, dude. Whoa. Okay. All right, Smokey, I hear you. So Kaino says to all my Latinos in the chat, even the illegal ones, I love you all. Hell, my girl is half Mexican. It's probably why I make sure I sleep next to the other side of her at night. We just need to do things the right way. Stop bleeding the system. Yeah, you're right. I agree. There are a lot of people bleeding the system, and it does lead. Like there are some people that really need help from the system, and then there are other people just milking it, and you know it's got to be trimmed a little bit. There are a lot of people coming over here from other countries, just sucking everything dry, but they are contributing. They are like there's some, at least not all of them. There are a lot that are in defense of the illegals. They are contributing, right? They're working hard and keeping the costs down because they're working so hard. So there is some sort of balance to it. But at the end of the day, we should be hiring from within. We should be doing everything from within. We really should. If we can, things would be a lot cheaper. But it's going to be these growing pains until we can get to that. We're never going to get to it. It's never going to be fully in-house. It's just not going to. I don't foresee that happening. I would love to see it, but I don't see it actually happening. In 4 years, it seems like an impossibility, right? Now, as you look at these guys' faces, I got to take a piss and hobble myself to the bathroom with my hamstring. So I'm going to play some music. The edible has completely hit in, so I apologize if I sound more idiotic than usual. But while we wait, I want you guys to know this. The Browns love it.
The Browns love it. The Yellows love it. Oh, could it be? It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. The Whites love it. The Reds love it. Oh, what could it be? It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. The Mix love it. The Inbred love it. Oh, what could it be?
Changed back to
It is
smoking
the
people cause IT sounds better.
MMA-HOLES.TV. Oh, what could it be? The Browns love it. The Yellows love it. Oh, what could it be? It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. The Mix love it. The Inbred love it. Oh, what could it be? It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. Oh, what could it be? It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. Oh, what could it be? It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. Oh, what could it be? It is the MMA-HOLES.TV. The Browns love it. The Yellows love it. Oh, what could it be? It's the MMA-HOLES.TV. The Mix love it. The Inbred love it. The Inbred love it. The Inbred love it. unforgettable.tv.
Okay. All right, guys. I am in a lot of pain. The gummy's not helping. Oh, God. How many people have fucked up their hamstring? Let me know in the chat. How many people pulled their hamstring? I'm hoping it's just a pull. It feels terrible. Oh, it hurts so bad. I don't know how these athletes do it. Like, you watch these fighters, how they get banged up. I feel like complete dog shit right now. Like, my leg is done. Anyway, enough about me. What could it be? I've never done it. Touched wood. Cheers to y'all. I'm glad I stopped in. Thank you, Ashley, for stopping in. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad everyone stopped by. This is Gummy Gang. Every stream is completely different. If you like this content, you'll tune in tomorrow. I'll be just zoned into playing video games, or I don't fucking know, but this is our second channel. Do you have a hernia or pulled hamstring? How did this happen? Let us diagnose you. Watch the beginning of the stream. I got into the whole story. It's a rollerblading injury. So the beginning of the stream, you can run it back, but it's a rollerblading injury, and it's fucking terrible. Now, I'm not going to get into it. But I should have done things differently. So, yeah, dude, I'm so fucked right now. It hurts so bad. All right, here we go.
Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation. And right now, our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation.
That's right.
Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs.
You hear that jam?
All hail pale monkey, 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 monkey,
Let's
monkey.
go. Thank you, Pale. Dude, that was so funny. Brennan Schaub in the middle of Trump talking it's phenomenal. Where are you? Where is he?
Hey, monkey, 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 monkey. Is this a photo of Canada? Bro, y'all give me dirty, bro. Hey, I'm the Gummy Gang leader. All hail, pale monkey. All hail, pale monkey. All hail, pale monkey. All
Monkey.
hail, pale monkey. Pale monkey, 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 monkey. Pale monkey, 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 monkey.
Thank you. Thank you, Pale. Such a weird stream, huh? This is so weird. Right? Is this not... Our Gummy Gang's not the fucking most bizarre... Like, could you imagine tuning into this shit for the first time? I'm like, what the hell am I watching? What is this? These weird alerts coming from the chat. Some weird-ass monkey song that plays with a phenomenal bass line. Donald Trump. My dumb commentary.
And pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity.
I do miss... like I said, we had it with Obama, despite like all my things I didn't like about Obama. But we did have that president feel. Like Obama would talk and you would listen, like he was stoic in some sort of way. And Trump has gotten way better.
I am doing a monkey tattoo today. Fukaiti, flexed
right.
bicep, pay left TW, trophy.
Let's go, man. Monkey tattoo today. Let's go. Damn, he's doing like a tattoo every day. This guy is crazy, man. He's catching up, I guess, for lost time, right? Getting that ink on that body. But every day, that's wild, man. Man, oh man.
Split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do.
Uh-oh. What the fuck happened? What the fuck? What the fuck happened? Where were we?
Assumed office. The hostages in the middle raises our expectations. Now our nation is more ambitious.
Where were we?
Then it goes through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was
It sounds good, but let's hope this happens.
Possible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken.
Another flex. Basically, I'm saying no one wanted these two shitheads next to me, so get up on your feet, right? Yeah. I mean, you should have just said that. They're all standing and clapping at the fact that they don't want those two back in office. They're just imagine just clapping in someone's, standing and clapping in someone's face. Yeah, I'm glad you're not here anymore. Like, that's nuts. This is a crazy process.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Smokey Feeble, you need to outdown the drinks and spend 1 month sober before every permanent tattoo. This attention is only momentarily, my friend.
Is he? So wait, hold on. Is Smokey drunk every time he's doing this? He seems like he's sober. Is he drunk? Hold on, let's see. I might have missed something. I don't know. It seems like he's a madman. You know, he just likes having a good time. But yeah, it is something worst comes to worst, you just scribble over it, right? If you decide to change your mind, you could always turn it into something else. Optimistically Cynical was trying to be helpful there. But now he's got me thinking. And don't get me thinking while I have weed in my system. Because then I start questioning myself.
I got a cute monkey with big nuts atop Adolph's, baby.
All right, there's the response. There it is. Okay. There we go. It's all explained. They're clapping.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best.
It's almost like when he pauses, like, you better be clapping. I want to see some claps.
From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who...
Nah, I don't drink as much as I seem, mate, but THX, mate.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, he's having a good time. He's having a little fun. Thank you so much, Smokey, man. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. Appreciate you. The guys, Super Chats and Streamlabs, you guys are phenomenal. True patriots of the MMA holes, and I appreciate the soldiers.
Who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America, promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family.
It's starting to get
Wonderful,
getting
wonderful.
long. It's almost over.
Smokey, we want a big gummy gang tattoo stat.
Don't tell him. Next thing you know, man, he's gonna have. Although a gummy bear would be pretty cool. Gummy gang. Don't do it. Don't listen to him. 1 minute he's a good influence, then he just changed. He just changed. Now he's going the other direction.
Family and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you. I will fight for you, and I will win for you.
That's right. Win for us, baby.
Plenty of real estate so you get INK for caring. Green heart.
He does, yeah. He's got a lot of real estate that he's working with. Oh, what's going to happen? You're a righty, right? So what happens if you want something on your right hand? Are you going to, like, take a swing? I was thinking about that the other day. Like, you're tattooing yourself all this stuff. Are you going to go to a buddy to get the other side tattoo? Or are you just going to leave that arm? Like, what's going to happen? Or are you going to try to go for it? You're going to take a swing with your other... I would see a tattoo by Smokey with the opposite hand. Like, how's that going to work? And thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for the donation, Mr. Smokey. By the way, Saturday we got 2 events to cover on the MMA-HOLES. So make sure you get that notification bell rung. You got the PFL early and then BKFC at night. I sent a message to Ben Rothwell wishing him luck. He's going to be fighting for the heavyweight title over there. So we're going to do a double stream. Exhausted. I'll probably complain about my hamstring. So that's Saturday. Just want to keep you guys posted.
We're going to win like never before. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I did see Karate Combat Friday. I don't think there's a 1F event. I did see that. Yeah, I gotta figure out what we're gonna do on Friday. I was thinking about Foffin. I was debating the Foff, but then I'm like, Foff would be rough if we have 2 events the next day. So I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Actually, you know what? In the comment section of this, let me know. What do you want to do Friday? Smokey.
I am planning to learn with my right MOS hand first.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're a lefty. Gotcha. And so now you're trying to learn with your right. Man, that's wild. That'd be crazy. I mean, I guess if you do a stencil, you just got to follow the lines, right? But I couldn't imagine my other hand. Be tough. Beep, beep. We need some more Smiling Sam action. On the show or in the Karate Combat? I would give Sam on for a regular segment. I actually thoroughly enjoyed the last upload we did with him. He was fun to talk to. And just like shoot the shit. He's a very good storyteller. There's not many people that are just good at telling stories. He's good at it.
Thank you. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken. and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live.
Man, you're saying beautiful things. Give me all of it. Deliver on everything.
Proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you.
There you go. Let's see this. Yeah. So this all happens, and Kamala doesn't shake. They don't shake hands. Biden and Trump did at the end, but Kamala does not. And he didn't even make an attempt, and I don't blame him. But that is it with his speech. Then he did like 4 more, and then we're going to play them all tonight. Now, let's just go down the rabbit hole of the other stuff that happened. What do you guys think? I think it was all right. But yeah, there were moments where I was like, damn, man, he's like going for it. So a couple of other things. He was talking about the files that were deleted. So, you guys hear about that stuff in the speech afterwards. He did speak about that and the Pelosi stuff. I was like, what? If he's telling the truth on this shit, wow. I don't know if anyone has that clip. If they could send it to me. But yeah, he does like a post. Whoa, watch out here. Easy. Almost knocked out the chat with that. Files are being deleted and wiped out. Well, it's, this is the hold on.
Hillary Clinton paid for it, and the Democrats.
No, it's not it. It's not. Fuck it. All right. Anyway, I'm so fucking. I can't even function now. I'm too high. I'm so high. I'm just like, yeah. What's happening?
Everyone OG member will end up inked on me. Love you gesture.
Wow,
playful
dude.
face. Trophy. Clinking beer mugs. Call me.
That's amazing, man. Smokey, you the fucking man. Smokey's the if you want your tattoo on Smokey, you better start sucking up to Smokey. Get some real estate. Get some of that real estate. Oh, if Biden let him... Did the reporter ask him that? If Biden left him a letter? Oh, my God, I didn't hear that. That's freaking hysterical. That's pretty funny. So, here, let me play this a little bit. Good old Bernie Sanders? Oh, this is funny. Yeah, look at this. Here's Trump dancing with a sword. Hold on. You guys see this? Guys, you want to see Trump dance with a sword? Start president. YMCA. Look at that. This is our this is our president. Melania's like, damn cat looking lady. She's like, she just keeps, I was telling Justice, this is the weirdest thing she does. All she does is pose. That's it. She's aware of even when Trump's talking to him or her, you never know. And she's just smiling and does that robotic turn and stuff like that. She's always posing for the camera. It's so fucking creepy. That's our president, man. Yeah, look at him. Look at his legs. Look at his legs go. Oh, he's just having a blast. And he doesn't drink, guys. He don't drink. It's just like fucking Coca-Cola and candy bars. The fuck, dude? Where does he get this from? I like the whisper, the thank you whisper that he does. Thank you for whispering in our ear. He's got a sword. There he goes. Well, they got him, Trump. He's going to stab himself. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. Oh, you want to hear? Oh, this is a good segue. You want to see cringe? That's what I got to say about them.
them, and it was so many other people. The thing that really I think was spotlighting Snoop is because of the things that Snoop Dogg said 10 days before the inaugural in 2017. And so look, if you
the vigor had to get paid, man. What the hell? At least Snoop. So he talks shit. He changed his mind. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change your mind. I've changed my mind a million times. Team one, team. It's Snoop's new team. He's got a new team.
Opposed and stood up against Trump in 2017, but you were there now. If you spoke up against Trump January 7th, 2021, but you were there now applauding him like a trained SEAL, Donald Trump has not changed. You've changed.
Yeah, for the better. You're right. You thick-necked bitch. You're right. You're 100% right. You've changed for the better. You forgot the for the better part. Like, you're allowed to change your mind. Like, people probably left the Trump side of things and went over to Kamala, you know? Some people just say, you know, I need to change. I got to change it up, man. This ain't working for me. What are you fucking spewing? You dusty twatted bitch. I could say that now because freedom of speech.
I oddly agreed with Ilhan Omar on this.
Don't talk through my applause. Don't talk through my applause. You.
I think it's the first time I've agreed with her. I don't come for the artist. It's the same way I felt about Carrie Underwood. I think that people see it as part of American tradition to be part of this. They can issue statements if they want to clarify what their views are on Trump. I don't like coming for the artist. I think if you feel like people need to be boycotting Donald Trump, which I disagree with, I'd go to the politicians. I mean, if Barack Obama can show up for him, why shouldn't Snoop Dogg?
Oh boy, they are insufferable, dude. This is crazy. Yo, you guys hear this? So, breaking video of Trump and Vance look on disbelief as a wokest cult leader hijacks church at the National Cathedral with a disgusting defense of child mutation and replacement migration. This is nuts. So I've been seeing screenshots of this lady, this thing over here, Gollum. I thought it was a man at first. It could be, actually, it might be a man. I don't fucking know. Do you know what this thing is? But anyway, there's some sort of preacher, and they're at this mass, this ceremony. And check this out. This is crazy.
Ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives.
Look at Trump. I think he's falling asleep. But could you imagine what's going through his mind? These people try to put a bullet through his mind. That's what they try to do. Dude, this is crazy. What the fuck? Where did they conjure up this? Trump falling asleep. Like, is she crazy?
And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work.
You're reading all this shit. Like, you had to write these thoughts down because your brain wouldn't even spit this stuff out without writing this thing down. You can't say what are you pulling?
The night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens.
Look at Trump. He's like, get the Apollo clown.
Or have the proper documentation. But the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals.
Well, what she's saying is, let us conquer you with replacement migration. Let us cut your son's penis off. Let us cut your daughter's breast off and her forearm off to create a giant rotting penis with no feeling in it with a piece
this fucking guy.
The PVC tube up into her bladder. And then when they commit suicide because we chopped them up, we're going to blame you on top of it.
The government.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, man, like, you have to be high. You have to be high for this shit. You can't watch this shit sober. Like, this is not meant for a sober brain to process. From the crazy shit that bitch was saying to this lunatic screaming in your ear about PVC pipe into the bladder. Like, dude, this is nuts. We live in this world. And it's a great thing, man. I'm glad they're bringing free speech back. I'm glad they're letting lunatics like this scream on the internet because it gives me a job. It gives me a place, you know. Because of all this, I'm a product of this shit too. But just watching this, man, like, what is this guy?
Rounds at different events, was invited to a big church. And then the left, when he goes to this church service today, inserts this pastor that looks like a clown.
It's not wrong. She looks like a clown. This pastor that looks like a clown. He's the clown pastor.
And really is just a leftist operative posing as a pastor, gay pastor, lectures President Trump during church about trans children and illegal immigrants. Yeah, and the Pope did it too, saying, oh, you got to take all the illegals. They're not taking any illegals at Vatican City. They're not giving any of the money from the Vatican Bank, one of the richest in the world with trillions of dollars, for the migrants. No. They want little towns around the country. And
all right. Is it all him yelling? Okay, I can't watch that whole thing. It's too much. Here we go. It's going to get a little Jewy in here. Get ready. Bernie Sanders. You know, every once in a while, you know, Bernie will say something like, I'm kind of with you on that. He's not a dumb guy. Here's Bernie. Super Jew.
I was at the Trump inauguration yesterday.
I was at the Trump inauguration the other day.
Needless to say.
And after my matzo ball soup, I decided
I disagree with much of what he had to say.
Count all the money in my wallet.
Hey.
I just work so, peace sign, INK stream in about 45 minutes say chart, green heart, green heart, zany face.
All right, everybody over at Smokey's channel after stream, party. After party at Smokey's channel, okay?
But what really struck me, however, is not...
Thank you very much, Smokey, for the donation.
What he said, which was not surprising given his rhetoric, but what he didn't say. The simple truth is that Donald Trump gave a major speech, the first speech of his second presidency, and ignored virtually every important issue facing the working families of this country. How crazy is that? Our healthcare system is broken, is dysfunctional, and it's wildly expensive.
He is 100% right on this. There was not a peep about that. He's right. And circle back around to the beginning of the stream, the hamstring. What if it was serious or something like that? Or what if, you know, I got to go get some surgery or some shit, man? I don't got no fancy insurance. It is crazy expensive. He didn't touch on it. That's concerning.
Not one word from Trump about how he is going to address the health care.
And how am I going to get Adrian out of the
care crisis? We pay.
Yeah, he's a lip licker too, man. You hear that's the saliva slapping against his tongue.
By far the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs, sometimes 10 times more than the people.
I tell you, the Larry Sanders show wasn't bad though, right?
Wonderful.
People in other countries. And 1 out of 4 Americans are unable to afford the prescriptions that their doctors prescribe. Not one word in his speech.
$45 for the medication I had to pick up. I said at the beginning of the stream. Heartburn medication, GERD, gastritis. It's called pantoprazole. I rolled up to the window. I was paying $7, and now I'm paying $45. Now, I do have a different insurance, but when I went up to the window, the lady said, listen, I'm sorry, but just today she was saying that the prices have just gone up. And I was like, what? Prescriptions? Well, I didn't hear about that. $45 for essentially heartburn medication.
On the high cost of prescription drugs. We have 800,000 Americans who are homeless and millions of people spending 50 or 60% of their limited income on housing. We have a major housing crisis in America. Everybody knows it. And Trump, in his inaugural address, did not devote one word to it.
That doesn't affect me. I don't care. Maybe if I start buying some more property, it doesn't affect me now. It's okay, Bernie.
Today in America, we have more income and wealth inequality than we have ever had. The wealthiest 3 people in America now own more wealth than the bottom half of our society. But Trump had nothing to say, not one word, about the growing gap between the very rich and everybody else. And maybe, just maybe, that's because he had those 3 people, the 3 wealthiest people in our country, sitting right behind them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he looked a little pissed off in the front row. When the camera hit the crowd, actually, I didn't address that, but he was like front and center there, and he was not standing. So, yeah, Kamala and Biden and Clinton's or whatever, Obama, I wouldn't even see Obama, but he was there. And then everyone else was standing except for him. He was one that wasn't standing either. But now it's starting to, lean into his shit. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to make us all rich. There won't be any middle or poor. We'll just all be rich. I don't fucking know. Who the hell knows? What else we got? Did you guys drop anything in Discord? There's so much crap. Like, what did I miss? There's so much stuff. How you doing, Ninja? How you doing, man? We've been live 2 hours and 46 minutes talking about this topic. The beginning, not so much. First 20, 30 minutes, we were all over the place. We spoke about the injury. Let's see what else. There's so much stuff here. Dun, dun. You could promise it could always get worse. I don't know. We have the highest prescription rate in the world, I think. Someone fact checked me on that, but I think we pay the most for prescriptions out of anyone. And if that is true, that's fucking crazy. We need to change that immediately. And this pantroprazole, I want to get off. I don't want to be on it because it's not good long term. It kind of really fuck you up. So I really want to get off this. I gotta get. Oh, so this is the thing. That was the pastor. Fucking hell. It looks like 2 joints. Is that fucking 2 joints? The fuck? Nah. Wait a second. Is that 2 joints? You here? Where's someone get 2 joints on the stream real quick? That shit looks like 2 joints. Oh my god. It can't be 2 joints. That'd be some plot twist right there. No wonder he doesn't come on. He's busy going after Trump. Oh shit. We pay more for insulin as well. My nephew has type 1 and he's going to be fucked when he turns 18. He doesn't want to have to go on social. Oh my god, dude. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, what do you do? You got, oh fucking hell, that's terrible. Once you go on Social Security disability, you can't work. You get paid pretty decent though. Someone was telling me what they were getting on Social Security disability. I was like, damn, bro. Like if you're never gonna work again, you can still live pretty decent. Not like rich, but you can get by. But you just can't work anymore, which is terrible. It's nuts, man. It's scary. Yeah, the health stuff scares me. When I was working for the delivery company and I was getting the insurance and everything was going great, even though my job is terrible. At least I knew like I was gonna have insurance here. I retire, I get insurance, I'm gonna be fine. My father's got great insurance for working in the city, my brother. But it's to us people, you try to run a business, you try to get insurance other ways. If you make an okay living, not even rich, if you make an okay living, it's still a fortune. You got to be like piss poor in order to get by. It's crazy, man. It's scary. There's Zuck. So Bezos is Gal and Zuck, man, these are some creepy ass looking. M. Night Shyamalan and Elon Musk. Oh, hanging out. Snoop then, Snoop now. He hated Trump, and now he's doing the inauguration parties or whatever. Young man, da 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 da. Young man. I hate that song, by the way. What's this? Oh, God, this is probably cringe.
Jeff Bezos runs the Washington Post, owns it, and owns Amazon, of course. And I will tell you, this is not my first time saying she dresses like a hooker, because she does. And we called out, we had to deal with some Hollywood PR firm. I can't remember who we were trying to get, but we tried to avoid those people, but sometimes you can't. And this PR agent went off on our booker. They're so angry because they represent her or they do some business with her, and she had, talked to them, whatever. It's like those two don't like to be made fun of.
I know who Jeff Bezos is. He's like rich, right? But I really don't know much about him. And this is the first time, today is the first time I ever got to see this girl. Well, because Zuck was checking out her tits. So she should be happy about that. Here is John Bones Jones and Conor McGregor. Two of the most... Me and Conor got the same haircut there. Look at that. Two of the most, good people. When you think good people, you think of these two, right? They would never get in trouble.
Free the land.
The number 2 Rollie.
I give you a mean drop on the ground. You flash the Rollie? You flash that Rollie? The number 2 Rollie around?
We got some Rolexes. What you mean number 2?
There you go. Look at them two. They've the two goats hanging out together. One old video, one new. Many years pass, but always be friends. This video will never get old of Trump making Obama laugh. That was at the Carter funeral, right? Young man. This picture, we were talking about this before, how this just exploded on the internet. The Paul brothers and McGregor. And like I said before, I'll say it again. It's another reason why you don't believe any of that fake-ass BS beef. This one wants to fight that one. This one really doesn't like the other. They're all, when it comes to any sort of social media, influence or whatever, it's all about money. It's all about getting the clicks, the views, the likes, whatever. Jeff Bezos' girl, I used to always see her in the bar scene in LA. What? Is that true? Megyn Kelly has a pretty face. She's super skinny, though. Which one's Megyn Kelly? Is that which one is she? I heard Obama was laughing at Trump's black jokes. Imagine. He's like, what'd the black boy get for Christmas? My bike. And then you see this. That's a good one, Don. Yeah, did you hear? Terrible people. Frank Caliendo, I thought this guy fell off the face of the earth. This dude, remember he was doing the football? I don't know any football fans out there. This guy was the most unfunny person.
Well, people are saying this was the best inauguration. We had incredible numbers.
I'm so sick of Trump impersonations. It's like, I get it. You can go like this. Whoa, that girl's bending over. This video is pretty funny.
Couple best friends.
Oh, no. No, this is not the funny one. The funny one's with Theo Von telling Conor to not go after the pole mom. Don't grape her, please. Don't grape her. Don't do it. There's that Snoop video they got where he was assassinating Trump. And now he's doing the inauguration. People change. Even Snoop D-O-double-G. Where's my favorite account? Here, this is a good one. I got to find the Libs of TikTok. Fantastic account. 4 million followers. Go follow him. Here's, yeah. Well, I thought it was Elon. Shit. It is crazy. What's this? Performer. What's this? Yeah, man. Repeatedly emphasize clarity. That's pretty funny. Yeah, she's clearly a Nazi. Yo, it's so funny, the satire, though. People firing back. Oh, my God, you know? That's pretty funny. I love when people fucking troll, man. So there you go. Elon and her have something in common. Two Nazis. Did anyone else think that she was going to say, I like to eat apples and bananas?
I like
to eat opals and bananas. I like to
I like
to apples and bananas. This is what happens when you have little kids.
I like
to opals and.
You're gonna do a Sig Heil. You're gonna do a Hail Hitler, or their rebrand a Roman salute from behind the presidential seal of the United States of America?
So that's the same bitch? Is that the same girl? Is that the same? Oh, it is. Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
It's on. It's on.
When I did it, it wasn't on that stage. It was like on TikTok.
And what is so important for us to understand is that as long as we don't give up, it's not over. It's not over. It is not over. Libs of TikTok started crying because I said over the weekend that Donald Trump is a rapist, and they went on Twitter and they went, oh, boo-hoo-hoo, and I said, basically...
So people are associating with this account? Is it that big?
F you. Cry more. I don't give a shit. Like, you want to support a rapist? That's on you. That's on you. But...
He was convicted of rape, Trump? Was he? Or are we doing the old... McGregor here? Like, what's happening here? Was he actually convicted of rape? Was that the conviction? Or are we bending the truth a little bit?
I don't. And they wanted to call...
Take it. You know you want it.
...in all of these threats into my...
Take my cock.
...office and all this other stuff.
You can't resist. It's mine.
I don't give a...
He wasn't convicted of rape. So she's saying he's convicted of rape and he wasn't. Is that true? So I don't remember him being convicted of rape. Oof, that's fucked, man.
Damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
All right. Crazy lady, crazy. Uh-oh, Superman. Superman under fire after hundreds of images surface of him giving Nazi salute. Now even Superman. Look what Elon started. He started this whole fucking Nazi movement. Clinton wasn't convicted of rape either. He wasn't, right? All he liked to do is like shove cigars up people's pussies and shit. It's not a terrible thing, is it? I don't know. Man, Clinton was the man. He was one of the reasons why I was a Democrat back in the day. Like Clinton was a fucking rock star. And then all that shit happened. It was like, whoa, oh boy, bro. What are you doing, bro? I mean, I understand Hillary's not, you know. Anyway, let's get this disgusting Nazi Superman off my screen. It's a disgrace to DC Comics. The Nazi from Krypton.
We're outside the DC Gulag right now, and they're literally giving people parking tickets out here that are out here supporting our political prisoners. Look at this.
Parking solutions on the rear side of this building. There is an open parking lot.
Yeah.
That's where I actually park my vehicle today because the parking is a little difficult at the moment. How you want
Well, why? I mean, can you all give us a break today?
I cannot, unfortunately. I've been instructed by a higher power to come out to...
You tell Mayor Bowser to take her power, and you know what she can do with it. I know you're just doing your job.
Contact 311.
The context. J6 hostages released Watch parking tickets being issued to supporters of our oh my God, I'm so fucked up. Supporters of our political prisoners. He was instructed to come give tickets. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You all can get a moratorium on this, but you're going to want to reach out to the proper sources. Start with us.
I know you're just doing your job, but you're.
We're outside the DC.
Ay. Uh-oh. What's this?
If someone goes by she, that
I can't play it. It's probably copyrighted. Oh, this is the crazy bitch I was talking about before. Yo, check this out.
Guys, I messed up. So I had a kid on Monday. They said their pronouns were she, her. Then on Wednesday.
I'll get the Roy Orbison haircut, please. I'll get the Kramer from Seinfeld. Let me get the Kramer from Seinfeld. The number 17 on the list. Was that the Kramer?
Guys, I messed up. So I had a kid on Monday. They said their pronouns were she, her. Then on Wednesday, yesterday, they came to me and they said, you know what? My pronouns are they, them. I want you in the class to use they, them. Okay, cool, great. They come to class today. There's names on desks in groups for assigned seats. They can't find theirs because I guess my first class knocked it off. So I go to the class. Hey, is she in anyone's group? Does anyone see her name? It took me 5 minutes.
No, I don't know what she's talking about. This is the second time me watching this thing. I have no idea. I have no clue what she's talking about. Like, I was watching this before, and I'm like, what is she saying? Like, what's going on?
To realize that I did. So, someone asked a question yesterday, what do you do when you mess up? Well, we all mess up. So what I did when they were sitting by themselves, I approached them and said, I screwed up, didn't I? And they said, yep. And I said, I am so sorry. That is completely 100% my fault. I apologize. I will not.
I just had this intrusive thought, like, 'cause she kind of looks like an ostrich, that like the camera pans down, there's an egg, and she's just like pecking through it. It just popped into my head, and I felt the need to share it with you guys. Did anyone else get that image in their head? Like, just picture the camera just pans down a little bit. There's a fucking egg, like, right here, and she just starts fucking pecking through it. Like, you know how they do those AI videos? Somehow it's like a person doing something, like they're doing one thing, like they're punching, and then all of a sudden they're playing the piano. Like, can someone make that? And I have no idea what she's saying. It's just the egg being pecked by her face.
I get it wrong moving forward. Please know I heard you when you told me your pronouns, and I will get it right. That was totally my bad.
Real messed up. I don't even know what you did. Does anyone know?
I apologize. So that's what you do. You own it. You apologize. They were happy that I came over to them.
Okay. Anyway, she's a teacher. She's a fucking teacher. I would pull my kids out of that school so quick and find another option. There's got to be another option. I'm not a big fan of the homeschooling thing, but I got to be honest with you. I'd probably say, all right, you're gonna have to try to learn from me and Jess, with Jess mostly. I would literally, and not because she's whatever, she's this fucking Beavis and Kramer had a child, trying to go for some sort of Roy Orbison look, but she's like, nah, you know what? I'd rather go for Beavis Kramer on vacation. She's got a flamingo shirt on. She's wearing her vacation shirt. The fucking school. It's sad, man. I feel bad for these people. What's this? Leftist who runs an online merchandise company is advertising a new shirt featuring Elon Musk getting his arm blown off. Oh my god, dude. Well, hey, if you could sell it, shit, I would sell something crazy like that if I could. Yep. Who cares? Let my boy cook. Let him cook, man. Me to a person who blows his fucking head clean off. I hope someone kills Donald Trump. What the fuck, dude? Dude, this is getting morbid. This get really morbid. All right, I want to see more crazy people. Here's one. Wait, what? What the fuck is this? This just went to a commercial? Wait, hold up.
As President Trump takes office, school districts around the state are preparing for what they'll do if immigration officers show up at their schools.
I've met with all leaders.
Denver Public Schools Superintendent Alex Marrero is telling principals if a government official shows up at one of their schools, don't let them in. He's instructed staff to use the intercom and find out what agency they're with, why they're there, and if they have a warrant. If they have a warrant, ask for a copy. If they don't, tell them to leave. Aurora Public Schools has a similar policy, though its policy says if a federal immigration officer says it's an emergency, the staffer should comply and then call the district's legal office. Large-scale ICE raids have happened at workplaces in the state before, but as far as we know, not at schools. In December 2006, Republican President George W.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, how do you do this, right? They're gonna be taking kids out of school and shit. What if it's like some weirdo's like some pedophile's like, yeah, I'm from the government. Like this fake badge and the shirt. Yep, I'm supposed to take a little Pedro over there. I got to take him back to his country. This is part of the deportation process. They can't just let the kids leave, right? Well, must be legit. All right, Pedro. Go on your way.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Moss, I used to be homeschooled. You gotta get secular shit. My science book in 3rd grade talked about the 7-day creation.
What, you got homeschooled? Would you recommend people do it? 7-day creation. 3rd grade talked about the 7-day creation. That's wild, man. You lose a lot of social skills, I think, at least. Like, there's so many, like, I hated school. I fucking hated it, but I feel I still got to take my kid. I guess some of my kids. Unless that teacher's there. Thank you, Optimistically Cynical. I wouldn't put it past the pedo. Yeah, right? Like, wow, we can, what?
W. Bush was in office when ICE raided the Swift meatpacking plant in Greeley. They arrested 262 people, separating families. In June 2011, when Democrat Barack Obama was president, it happened again on a small...
Oh, don't do it with homeschool material. It's all Christian retard shit. Oh, okay. They have secular shit that is just not normal. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So that's the 7-day creation. Gotcha. My brain is dumb as is, but with the the added substances from the terrorists, I don't function appropriately.
Smaller scale in Fort Morgan. 11 workers at Wildcat Dairy were arrested after an ICE raid there. Fort Morgan Superintendent Rob Sanders says the district has talked to its principals about the possibility of school raids and issued the sharpest pushback against them that we've seen, saying he's hopeful the 2011 precedents of staying away from sensitive areas will be adhered to, and if that is not the case, we will be asking for correct paperwork, such as a legal subpoena, and not simply...
I think that's fair. Is that... Am I hearing this wrong? But that sounds like a fair ask.
ICE warrant. We will not allow anyone on campus without the proper and legal paperwork.
Yeah.
The Greeley-Evans...
I mean, that feels...
School district where that raid in 06 happened told us tonight that a valid judicial warrant would be needed to get into a school and make an arrest.
Yeah.
They made no mention of any specific plan centered around ICE officers, though. Spencer Soysher, 9 News.
Okay.
As
well,
President Trump...
That feels fair. Trump puts a reporter in his place when he tries to interrupt his answer. Okay.
And we had 1,500. We have 16 under review, as you know.
Thank you, pal. Thank you for sticking around, man. Appreciate it.
We commuted about 16 of them because it looks like they could have done things that were not acceptable for a full pardon. But these people have served years of jail, and their lives have been ruined. And in many cases, listen to me for a second. Stop interrupting. They served years in jail, And if you look at the American public is tired of it. Take a look at the election. And we had 1,500.
Got a little snippy. Got a little snippy there. That pesky reporter trying to barge into his long-winded answers. Trump gave him the eyes, too. I'll fucking deport you. I'll send you over there. Creation of the new major American AI company, Stargate, will to invest $500 billion into the country and potentially create 100,000 new American jobs. A new AI called Stargate. So that's got to be Elon.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it.
Sounds like some 80s TV show. Stargate. You know, with terrible acting, terrible, shitty green screen work.
In the future, a new American company that will invest.
Or like a video game or something, like an Atari game.
$500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very, very quickly, moving very rapidly, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately. This monumental undertaking is a resounding declaration of confidence in America's potential under a...
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested. Okay, that's the interruption. Oh, boy. More Hitlers? Oh, my God. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. Yeah, I don't understand why. Like, I mean, the whole shit with Elon. So many Hitlers. Crazy, man. Incredible to have president back in the White House who can actually hold a press conference and crush without a teleprompter. Okay. Well, same shit. A lot of reruns. It's 2 joints. What else we got? Anything else? Did you guys put anything in the cord you want me to check out before I hit skedaddle? But that was very interesting. So much, I mean, unlimited content from Trump, you know? Here we go. Trump signs the, oh no. Oh, here's Dana White licking his lips behind Obama. Dana White likes to lick them lips. Yeah, you know what? Let me put Trump UFC. What a picture. Gosh, there's so many ways you can caption that picture. Trump, I mean, Dana White, like, how many times do you think he had to pinch himself? Like, I am at the fucking inauguration. I'm sitting behind the presidents, former presidents and shit. Like, that's nuts. Dana was like hustling in boxing gyms and shit like that, hustling the Fertittas and conning him into paying for all this shit. Everything wound up working out. And here he is at the fucking inauguration. There's Dan Hooker. Let's see, UFC inauguration. Yeah, Dana chilling. Is him behind. We saw that before. Adolf is stirring up the chat. Wow, is he starting problems again in the chat? Is he
wonderful.
Is he being a little scutch? It's so funny how like jacked up Rogan is, and he's so tiny. It's like if Danny DeVito did roids. Some pictures for you. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Well, the Rogan, Trump, and Big Dana. Shit, I can't fucking click on these things. It just takes me right to their site. They trick me. They trick me so much. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I love seeing this shit. I love it because they made so much money. They don't give a fuck. Mike Tyson doesn't give a shit if he has an L on his record. Such a scam. They're just rolling in the dough, like just laughing at everybody, just laughing their way right to the bank. And I got to be honest with you, like an older version of me would be like, fuck these guys, these rich assholes. But there's a part of me that's like, good for you. You know, keep conning everyone and doing your thing and just laughing your way to the bank. Like everyone's shitting on Jake Paul. Oh, I hope he loses. I hope this and that. He doesn't give a fuck what anyone thinks. He's partying at inaugurations. Got Mike Tyson on his shoulders after he embarrasses him on Netflix. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy thing. Bump, 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 bump. How about Holloway versus Charlie Olives for the BMF belt? What do you guys think? My brain's everywhere. 313 announced. Pereira versus Ankalaev and Gaethje versus Hooker. I'm going to say it. Gaethje Hooker is a good fight. Right? There's no mistake, but I would rather Gaethje Hooker like on the main card, but maybe the second fight in, maybe even third fight in. Can we have another co-main event, like more on the line type situation, rather than, hey, this fight's gonna be fun, let's make it the co-main event? Like, am I crazy for thinking that? And Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev, listen, this is a fight that's supposed to happen, right? Ankalaev is next. It's gonna be an interesting test for Pereira, but Ankalaev's been in very boring fights. This could be a terrible card. 313, like once again, we're relying on Alex Pereira to do something spectacular. Eventually, it's going to fail. All right, so Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. That's a decent fight. Lemos versus Lucindo. Marshall versus Santos. Morono versus Leal. Petrazian versus Ferreira. That's a good one. Gutierrez versus Matsumoto. Santos versus Diaz. A lot of unknowns, but there's some names like this one's here is a good one. I mean, some fights could be good, but you know, I'm like, it's not completely done, but this thing feels like, I feel like the co-main, and this is a 5-round fight too, so it's definitely gonna be your co-main. It's weird, right? Are you guys getting a weird vibe about this? Like the main event can suck. If Ankalaev gets his way, it could be a shitty main event. Co-main events could be a fucking car crash. Could be crazy. It's could be fun, but I kind of wish it was like here. And then we had, I don't know. It's strange things they're putting together. I think they're relying heavily on Alex Pereira once again. The CHAMA effect. Right? It looks like a fight night. Now it's not done. It's not complete. Definitely going to need some, like, you know, some more juice on that main card. But like I said, Hooker versus Gaethje, great fight. Cool with it going 5 rounds. Should be a bloodbath. Can we make that the third from the top? This is in Vegas on my birthday, March 8th. So everyone, you're going to be hanging with me on my official birthday. It's going to be a fantastic night, regardless of what they put in front of my eyeballs. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we go? Co-main will be fucking awesome. It will be a good fight, but like I said, I don't feel pay-per-view. Great fight. I don't feel, it doesn't have that pay-per-view. It feels like, you know? Gaethje's not what he used to be. Hooker's very violent, and he's going in a good direction, but it's not like for any, there's no like next one fights for the belt type thing. What did you hear from me? Dan Hooker, I love him, man. Baby got back. He put that Jalen Turner in his play. He did put Jalen Turner. That's true. All right, guys. I want to say a big thank you to everyone stopping by on a Tuesday night. I really appreciate your company. If there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments section down below of this thing. And Gummy Gangs. It's the place to be. It's the best second channel in the world. Like I said, we have 2 events on the MMA-HOLES on Saturday. Friday, we'll either do some fights or maybe we'll fook off. So that's what I wanted to know from you guys in the comment section. What do you think we should do? Should we watch a little Karate Combat, or if one's on? I don't think one is on. Let's see. Is one on? One love. But we're going to try to, and I'm going to get back to some members-only streams on our main channel as well. So become a member on the MMA-HOLES. I tell you what, this is pretty interesting. I think we're going to have a good turnout early in the day on this PFL thing. The road to Dubai, because they're trying to make it like, oh, it's Russia versus Ireland part 2. Not even nearly as big. But still, there's a lot of trash talk going back and forth. And not like Paul Hughes has much of a chance, but hopefully it gets a good fight. So that's early in the day. There is a one event at 7:30 a.m. So do we do an early one of those? What's this? 124. So yeah, they have an early event. Oh, it's 170. So isn't that a big event for them? 170? Is that a pay-per-view? Or is that like a Prime situation, not a YouTube? Usually at this time, we might have to do that. Oriental FC. We might have to do the early one. Is this a big event? One, it's not a fight night. They're not calling this a fight night. It's 170. I'm such a casual. Yeah, it's title fights and shit. What do you think, guys? Should we do this? That would give me a chance to heal for Saturday's marathon double dip. What do you guys think? All right, let me know that in the comments section too. All right, I gotta get out of it. I'm just rambling. Thank you guys. Muchos gracias. No deportations here.
Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. COSTA gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang.
We MMA-HOLES, community be so dope. We got the best watch-alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. Toe holes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm printing ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode.